Good morning, Soldier Boy here. Welcome back to Death Stranding 2 for what is live stream number 3. We're back today for 3.5 hours as we continue on from our last live stream, which was Wednesday morning. I just think to myself then. So Wednesday morning we continued on with Death Stranding 2 and we finished off getting the whole of Mexico connected. We even did the optional connections that aren't necessarily on a mission. We did them as well to make sure the whole of Mexico was connected. And then we set out for Australia. We went through the gate, and that's where we finished the stream. We ran out of time just as we went through the gate to Australia. So that's where we're going to pick things up from today. Fragile is with us. I don't want to ruin things if people haven't obviously seen what happens, but at the same time, I need to explain what we're up to. Yeah, things have changed. Sam's priorities have changed. Lou is no longer with us. We're now with Fragile and her crew. And I think we stopped as we're about to go and meet her benefactor. Someone is paying for all of Fragile's gear. We don't know who it is, but I think we left it as we're about to go and meet them for the very first time as well. Story-wise, it's definitely keeping you on your toes, and as I say, things have happened. Fragile was attacked while she was in charge of Lou, while we was out in Mexico, and that's changed quite a lot of things for Sam and how his state of mind is at this point. So it's interesting to see where the story goes next. In my eyes, I think it's going to be very interesting to see where that goes. Okay, just doing all the other stuff I need to do. And then we shall crack on. As I say, we've got 3.5 hours. I hope everyone's week has gone really well. We have got some issues with the schedule next week. I'd say in a good way. There's a lot happening at the minute with different games that we have on the go. So trying to keep up with everything is a nightmare as it stands. So on top of the fact that we've got Roadcraft on the go, which we haven't finished, but Death Stranding 2 started, and we said we'd start Death Stranding 2 on release. On top of that, Assassin's Creed Shadows is just an update with a new quest line and a new person that you can recruit. So we need to go and do that at some point as well. So next week's schedule, I'm thinking I've got to kind of potentially fit things in, but also we've got another hospital appointment next week. So that messes things up a little bit as well, to be fair. So yes, as I say, things are a little bit all over the place at the minute in terms of schedule, and there's a lot going on in different games that we're trying to keep up with. But it is a battle at this point. You can only do what you can do at the end of the day. But yeah, why do they have to release stuff at the same time? Think about how we're gonna manage to do it all. So there we go. Right, I'm locked and loaded. Everything's done for me. Let's load in. We are currently 7 hours and 4 minutes into our journey. We've just got to Australia through the Plate Gate terminal, and I think the mission is to go back to the ship to speak to the person who is financing Fragile and her team. I like that. So that's just telling us we can actually go. This is the map for Australia as it stands. I can't zoom out any more than that, but it's quite a big area with some big craters. There's a port over there. Yeah, it's quite a big area. It'll be interesting to see how this goes. We did have a trike in Mexico. Hopefully, you can bring that back. You can actually do the journey so far, which will keep updating as you go. I like this. I normally look back at my notes that I wrote as the description of the stream after the stream finishes. I can't put a bit in there what we've done, but that basically says exactly what we've done to this point and why we're in Australia. But as it stands, mission-wise, we need to go and see this person. My little boy's just messaged. Bear me a second. There we go. So yeah, that's where we're going to go. Thank you for the like, but much appreciated. We're not going to explore just yet. We are going to head and go and speak to this person. and find out who they are. Combat-wise, I think we've done pretty well with combat so far. Hopefully we can keep that up. We've been attacked by some random people at times. Right, how do we... I don't know how we get back in the ship. Ah, there we go. There's the entrance. We also have a new friend travelling with us. You may just see him just there. Dollman. He joined us at the end of the last stream as well. He was a member of Fragile's crew who wanted to come with us. Right, let's go and meet the person who is paying for Fragile's stuff and see what's really going on.
Thank you, Sam. I'd like you to meet someone.
Hello, Sam. My name is Charlie.
Charlie. Okay.
Charlie's Drawbridge's patron.
Who's Charlie?
Hear me out, Sam. I want you to help us bring Australia into the network. Drawbridge has been selected to oversee this critical operation. People saw what you did in Mexico and wanted more of the same.
What are you trying to pull?
There are reasons why I can't tell you who I am, Sam. But to be clear, I'm not APAS, nor am I your enemy.
Charlie.
What, you think I'm just gonna trust the words of some faceless mannequin?
I need you to trust me. I'm the one paying for the ship and this whole operation at considerable personal risk.
Is it someone we met previously, maybe?
No deal.
A face, very well. Since you won't take it from me, maybe it should come from someone you know. How's this? Pick one of your old comrades, and I'll speak to you with their voice. Who would you like? Who would you trust?
Well, Deadman is dead, unfortunately. The last stream he died. He was ill essentially. Thank you for the like, I appreciate it. Die Hardman we've not seen yet. Lockney we've not seen, and Hartman we've not seen. We can't do Deadman's pointless. Let's do Hartman.
Sam, it's Hartman.
But then at the end of the day, it doesn't matter who they pretend to be. It's not the person we think it is.
No point. The man himself will be joining you on site in Australia.
Oh! Hartman's in Australia. Let's try Lockney.
It's been a while, but not really. Mulligan, Lochner, we're the same.
Lochner.
As I'm sure you are well aware, Mama's car now resides within Lochner. Adding my persona to the two sounds confusing. No, let's avoid that.
There's only one choice. We'll go Deadman, but obviously we know what's happened to Deadman.
Call me Deadman. I'm well acquainted with the dead.
Unfortunately, he's more acquainted than he should be.
Last I heard, he took a one-way trip to the beach. Seems a little soon, don't you think?
So everyone we've chosen so far, he's said no to. Die Hardman.
Sam, this is Die Hardman.
We know he's no longer president.
Oh, right. Pulling up his profile from the database.
Okay, that's one they accept at last.
How about now, Sam?
Interesting that Hartman's going to be with us in Australia, though.
You tell me, old buddy, if this is a UCA sanctioned op, who knows about it?
You misunderstand. Then again, there's a lot I still haven't explained to you, isn't there? I think it's time a certain someone made an appearance. I'd like you to meet the president.
The new president?
That's the new president,
The guy
then.
who took over after Die Hardman?
Not precisely. The UCA doesn't have a presidential system anymore. Die Hardman was the first and only president, making it one of the shortest-lived single executive administrations in history. One can only guess what he felt about it. Previously, the president was subject to the will of the people via popular vote every 4 years.
Mardi Gras, good morning, how are you?
APAS, however, is far more efficient. It can ascertain public opinion in real time and thereby determine the appropriate course of action.
Crazy Irishman, good morning, hope you're well.
To the adoption of a new model.
Yeah, it did, yeah.
President guy?
I'll explain more when we're not
in
a cutscene.
He is not the president of the UCA. Rather, he serves as the president of APAC. APAC is a privately owned corporation responsible for the operation and oversight of APAS, a service provider to which we may delegate day-to-day governance.
Your performance in Mexico was exemplary. We cannot thank you enough. Well done. Truly. I firmly believe that the only ones capable of expanding the network into Australia are those who helped establish it here at home. That means you, Sam. And you too, Fragile. APAS has determined that you have the highest probability of success in this endeavor.
So we still don't know if it was APAS that attacked us.
Are all built on UCA tech. If you expand their reach beyond our borders, then you're expanding their influence as well, aren't you?
A valid concern. But it wasn't the UCA that made the final decision. It was APAC, a private corporation. The UCA has no involvement whatsoever in this matter. Sam, it may interest you to know that linking up Australia will also serve a greater goal. You see, the plate gate that connects North America and Australia only matured after you united
That's
America.
A good point, actually. The gate only appeared afterwards.
On that basis, we believe that a new gate will manifest somewhere within
Why has he got a brand of APAC on the back of his neck?
Connectivity is achieved. At that time, APAS should have sufficient data to calculate the location of other points of connection between continents. With this information, APAS can then proceed to extrapolate the positions of these landmasses. In other words, this mission is not just about...
No, he's basically saying that if we link Australia up, maybe other gates will then appear.
Australia, we will be one step closer to
and then we can connect to other continents.
Pre-death Stranding world where everyone is...
Because obviously going over the ocean isn't safe.
I hope my answer alleviates your concern somewhat.
Guess so. Tell me, though. Who's Charlie to you?
He may speak for me as necessary to ensure the operation proceeds according to plan. Our corporation, however, will calculate what factors are essential for your success and will provide you...
Do we trust him? That's the question.
Support. Welcome aboard, Sam.
The brand on the back of his neck is a bit weird. Normally it's a slavery thing, isn't it? You'd associate that with.
It will be your job to travel the continent and connect the people, Sam. But know that everyone on this ship is ready and eager to back you up.
While we're seeing our sister again.
So, you're gonna do it?
Yes, I am, Mardi Gras. Yeah, straight from console. No, I haven't got. I've got a capture card. I just haven't set it up properly yet. So this is directly from the PS5. We can't say no. We've obviously got to do it. I like the idea though.
Seems like the only thing I'm good at.
Connect to Australia and hope that other plate gates appear to allow us to travel to other continents, which then can also be added to the network to help others. From that point of view, it all makes sense. But private corporation, not so sure. To be fair. So it looks like we're going to be heading out in the morning to start Australia. Obviously, Sam's got a few things on his mind, which means we're going to see a few dreams, I reckon. But yeah, to answer your question, yes, they went okay. It just means so we've passed the first stage of what we need to do for this. To have the spinal. Hang on.
I'd like to take a moment to go over the details of the request that Drawbridge has agreed to handle. Access the DH3 Magellan's delivery terminal when you're ready to proceed.
There we go.
Looks like you've been supplied with the Drawbridge crew hat. Try it on for size. I have a feeling it'll suit your style.
thank you. Don't like hats. Okay. Where's the shower? Right, we use the shower first. We always shower before we leave, morning or night. Oh, we've actually got to go through everyone else to get there. Oh, that's interesting. That's different. Yeah, so the upload and bit racing is working as well. I've got really good internet, to be fair. I've paid extra to make sure my internet is really, really strong. But yeah, to your question, Crazy Iceman. So it's confirmation that we've passed the first stage of the stages we need to pass for the spinal cord stimulator. I now need to have 2 educational sessions plus 3 more assessments, and then potentially, if we pass all that, we can then have it. Oh, it's currently evening, so we'll sleep till the morning, and then we'll go out, head out in the morning to Australia, or head out to our first delivery in Australia. The sun has risen. Perfect. So yeah, what all they really said was there'll be lots of appointments coming up in quick, fast succession because they're trying to get things done quickly. I've got an appointment next Wednesday, an appointment in start of August that I know of already, but there's probably going to be more coming up very quickly in quick succession, so we can get things moving as quickly as possible. That is the plan anyway. So yeah, I've still got stuff to pass. There's still no guarantee I can have it done. There's still no guarantee it'll work, but we're getting closer to being able to have it done at least. I've got the session on Wednesday is one of the education sessions, so I'll find out what I can and cannot do once it's done, on top of like recovery and stuff like that. Right, we're ready to head out. One last thing to check is ring terminal. We got any messages on the SS? No, that's not new. Take interest in the new crew members. Okay. That's Tarman. Right, let's head out then. We're ready to rumble. Oh, we can talk to Dolman first. Let's talk to Dolman before we head out. Always gonna have the protein before you leave and the drink.
Anything you like here, Sam. It's a private room, after all.
We do need to get to know Dolman better.
And talk, I'd be happy to share my thoughts on a variety of topics, along with any discoveries I happen to make.
Considering he's coming with us in every journey so far.
Some of it may even be of use to you as you work to connect all of Australia to the Chiral Network.
Continue talking.
You know, it looks as though you've been issued a few different
I don't like hats.
Why not experiment and switch up your headgear to suit your mood? You can also change the outfit I'm wearing if you like.
I don't care what you're wearing either.
Put my faith in your impeccable sense of fashion. Out of curiosity, Sam, did you notice that the mirror above your sink displays images of the outside world? These images change.
Definitely an interesting character, Dolman.
Actually show what's waiting for us outside the DHV Magellan when we disembark. Prolonged living inside an enclosed space can be bad for one's mental health due to the unchanging environment. That's why I asked Tarman to implement this particular feature. A digital photo frame, so to speak. An easy to understand name, don't you think? Though I'm the only one who calls it that. Anyway, it'll give you a preview of our surroundings. That's sure to have some practical benefits. Showers these days are truly impressive, Sam.
Yeah, hopefully it will make things better.
They're able to collect all the minute chiral.
The only thing I'm worried about, and the only thing I've made fail on is weight.
Later use. The ones on board the DHV Magellan are the latest model. You would do well to use them regularly. It's important to remember that defeating...
Obviously, I want to play through everything he wants to say before we leave. I thought it wouldn't be as long as this. I thought he'd only have a little bit to say.
Being driven back to the world of the dead for the time being. Oh boy, I really miss the taste of food. I hope it's not too much to ask that you continue to take me with you into the field.
I know a thing or two about BTs and the dead, after all. Some of it might come in handy. An advance expedition sent by APAC came to the Australian continent ahead of us. They constructed various facilities and laid the groundwork for Chiral Network expansion. Meaning that all you need to do is travel to these facilities and connect your Cupid to put them
He has a
on the
lot
grid.
more to say than I expected.
We aren't the only members of Drawbridge, so you know.
We know we're not the
We
only
have
members.
associates who've already established themselves on the ground.
Oh yeah, no, I
I
know.
You'll run into them from time to time.
They will. They keep. When I've mentioned it to them and said, "Oh, it's my concern."
Have anything
Perfect.
else to say
He's finished talking now. They've said, it's something they can deal with, but it may. That's the one thing that may let us down in the tests and stuff. But I can't physically do anything about it. That's the problem. It's so frustrating. Right, we're ready. Our first journey into Australia. Don't know if we've got the resources to make a trike, or we're going to have to do it by foot. I'm not too sure.
Don't shoot! Don't shoot!
We're seeing someone lose past again. Although Lou, yeah. If you missed the stream on Wednesday, you missed a massive chunk of the story of why Sam is now currently the way he is. Right, let's have a look. What is out? Where are we heading? What do we need to do?
All right, Sam. Let me give you a rundown of your new job. The big one. It's the same deal as America. The people here are isolated. The cities are cut off from one another.
We'll do what we did in Mexico and
So,
on the first
during
game. We'll
all
try and connect
Australia
every
to the
single
Chiral
person we can.
Network.
Even the ones that
Get
aren't
across
necessarily
the
given to us in the main
continent
mission.
and link up key locations using your Cupid. To begin with, you'll connect several facilities in sequence on your way to the closest city to here, West Fort Knott. Charlie will brief you on the order that will take you to the first facility.
Okay, our first facility.
Your first destination is home to what they're calling the government. They seek to establish a new administration to fill the void left by Australia's collapse. As the concept of formal governance is a distant memory to most, they opted for a simple name. These people are currently suffering from the effects of severe chiral contamination.
Oh.
With UCA technology, they should be able to make a full recovery. The cargo you'll be entrusted with contains everything they need for their treatment. If we can deliver it and earn their trust, they should be amenable to joining the Chiral Network.
So currently they're quite ill then.
Say, it's their business to know the current lay of the land, and we would benefit from their support. We're already seeing anomalous chiralian readings throughout Australia. There's even a BT area not far from where we are now. A BB pod should allow you to use your Ultradeck to ascertain the location of BTs, but it's unclear if that pod will function correctly at this time.
That's the thing, we don't know if the pod will work properly. Because we don't know truly what the state of Lou is.
Charlie may be our patron, but he likes to get his hands dirty whenever he can. He's been an excellent advisor to us as well. I say this to assure you that any instructions Charlie gives have been discussed with and approved by me. Alright, let's get to it. Review the details of the main order on the delivery terminal.
Let's have a look. So, chiral decontaminated the government base. It's large, it's quite a big... It's quite a heavy thing we're going to take with us here. Decent distance by the looks of things.
Updating with new data supplied by Drawbridge from outside Chiral Network coverage.
Okay. So the first point in Australia that must be connected to the Chiral Network is a shelter held by the government. Survivors who want to rebuild the Australian state. What is that? That's a photo spot. Deep River. So it does look like we've got to cross water here, although I think we can go round the water. Obviously, once we're into this bit, we no longer have, as BT's supposedly there. Once we head out into this red area, we've no longer got the support of the Chiral Network. That's the only thing. From here, though, route-wise, I think what we'll do is probably head down here and then across this way. I'm not scared of BTs. If we have to fight some BTs on the way, we'll fight some BTs. It does look like we're climbing some of this if we're not careful, so I'm not too sure how that's going to go. Make sure we've got ladders on us. We'll stop to there because we don't really know what the terrain is like until we're there. The map can only tell us so much at the end of the day.
Delivery route finalized.
Yeah. Okay. Are we allowed? Have we got the materials for a trike? We have got materials for a trike, but we won't have many more materials left afterwards. Yeah, we can do it. Obviously, if it runs out of battery, though, before we get to where we're going, that potentially could be a problem. Vehicle customization, fabricate components. We haven't got enough to do the armor, though. Okay, so it's the base one. We haven't got armor. I did change color. I can change color again now. We did change. I don't normally change colors, admittedly. It's just not a me thing. We did last time. So I'm quickly going to change them again. That'll do. Right, that's our bike ready to go. We can place this onto the TIE Cruiser. That helps us carry it.
Sam, this is Charlie. APAS has been analyzing your actions so far.
Thank you for liking that. Was much appreciated. Patrick, good morning. How are you?
Tailored to your preferred way of working. It's my understanding that additional servers are currently being installed on several beaches, which should result in a marked increase in APAS's processing power. Due to the timeless nature of the beach, the potential to boost APAS's capabilities is infinite. Its analysis will therefore grow more comprehensive as you complete more orders, meaning you can expect additional enhancements to become available soon. Experiment with them and see what you like.
So we can now have enhancements as well. Let's have a quick look at what we've got already. The more we do, the more enhancements we've got to choose from. Activating an enhancement requires you to create an unbroken connection to it using your available memory. The enhancements can be freely changed whenever you have chiral network coverage, allowing you to select a bespoke loadout for specific orders. That's quite handy. So what have we got? Improved bullets, augmented terrain scanning, what's that one there? Instant cargo binding instantaneously generates an electromagnetic field whenever Sam falls over, binding his cargo to prevent it from scattering. Drains a small amount of energy from Sam's battery pack upon activation. A wait time is required after each activation for the enhancement ready to bind again. That's not a bad one. Adds a mode to the Odorix terrain scanner, which reduces its overall detection area in order to increase the range. Okay. Simple noise canceller. Generates sound waves that are the precise inverse of those made by Sam's footsteps, effectively neutralizing them and rendering his movements almost silent. That's not bad. Improved water filtration. So it fills more quickly in our canteen. Looking toward the sky when in compass mode displays the weather forecast. And swift mule postbox. We can make the mule postbox hacking quicker. We've got 180 memory to spend to start with. I like the idea of instant cargo bindings, quite handy. And obviously, the more we'll get more of these as we go as well. I think to have this one, we've got to have these ones. Although that's 100, that one, cargo binding. Power actually self-improvement trophy achieved, so we'll take that one. I like noise cancelling. We'll do filtration and weather, and I suppose terrain scanner. We have got 40 left, not enough for that one. We can take some of these. We can take these off whenever we want as well, whenever we're in a location where we can do these. So that's not a bad start, I think. And obviously we'll gain more as we go. Right, what have we currently got on us? We've got Let's have a look. We've got a machine gun on it with us. We've got PCC-1, 2 ladders, container repair spray, climbing anchor, a handgun, assault rifle, machine pistol, spare boots, 2 blood grenades in the grenade pouch, 3 blood bags there, trekking boots on. The deliveries on the bike. Do we need anything else? Probably not. I think we're good to go. Let's head out. Take our first delivery. Thanks for the like, but I was much appreciated. I do like using vehicles. It makes it a lot easier, especially when there's stuff to pick up as well. Okay. I keep pressing that because I think that's the map, but it's not the map. Right, we're leaving here. What I want to quickly check. These supply requests for weapons I'm ignoring. There's so many of them. We're heading to the government's base. Any orders we pick up on the way that say the government's base, we'll try and pick them up as we go. Because that's where we're heading anyway. Once we head into that area, though, we'll no longer be able to charge the bike. So we need to be aware of that. Okay, there is something to pick up over there. See, someone's already built a bridge over there to the left as well. Oh, we'll pick these medals up. I don't know whether we should be using other people's stuff, because the problem is, people build all this stuff everywhere. It's going to make our life a little bit too easy, I think. Although I wasn't planning to go that way, to be fair. Is that there? Someone's tri-cruiser have left. There's a ladder down there. I've actually got the bike stuck as well. I say bike is I know it's a trike. Well, we were going to go this way. Again, the map doesn't always tell you all the information you need for a route. Hang on. There's a BT nearby. Yeah. BT's around. We might have better have taken them down, I think.
Your auto deck's twitching. There must be a BT somewhere nearby. Keep an eye on your auto deck's movements as you proceed.
Okay, so the auto deck will tell us where it is, but where it's scanning. So currently it's to our left. I would quite happily fight it. That doesn't bother me too much, to be fair. Yeah, it's somewhere to our left, if we look where that is at the minute. I do think about it, to be fair, about going offline mode. I don't really know what their best option is, to be fair. I think we follow this valley here. That will get us to here. I know my original markers put us going up here, but I think let's go to this valley. As I say, the BT's even closer to our left. It's up there then, isn't it? That's not good. Hold the breath. Found us. No.
I'm afraid you dropped some cargo, sir.
Yeah, I know I did. Get off us. think we've just been... No, we're okay. Run. Assault rifle. No, I did that wrong. Equip. Is that it, or is there more? No, that's it. Well, that could have gone better. We kind of drove into a BT, was the problem there. Hence why we were attacked the way we were. So when we drove into it, there's nothing much we could have done. There's another one right near us as well. We're not close enough to see it though. I think he's up there, to be fair. But yeah, we drove straight into a BT, so unfortunately there wasn't much we could do about that one. Other than we've got to be careful in future. Let's have a quick look at cargo and just check. So no, there is damage to the container and 2% damage to the medals. That's not a concern to us. The big concern is what's on the bike. 25% container damage. I can fix the container. We've got a spray, but we'll hold off till there's more damage. It's not worth doing it just yet. I think that's more because of the rain. Right, we're about to lose the Chiral Network now as well. So if the bike runs out of power, that's it. We have to leave it behind. That means there's more BTs around. Okay. This is what didn't want to do that. Keep pressing that, the middle button for the map, and that's not what we need to do. Okay, there's resins over there. Special alloys, not worried about any of that. Wife's portrait. Why is that? Oh, it's a flood location. Okay. So we now need to decide where we're going here. I don't know how far we can still go on the trike. I wonder if we can skirt around this bottom bit here. I don't know if this is water or tar. And obviously we've got to get across there. We could go up and round. Although I don't know how safe that is. Again, the map doesn't give you a lot of detail. So once you're there, you can really see what's happening. I do need to get rid of all my markers because they're going to annoy the hell out of me. How do I get rid of my markers? Maybe the marker were actually all gone because I've just got some more on there. So I think we're just going to play by ear a little bit with the trike. If we have to leave it behind, we'll leave it and come back for it another time. Okay, there's BTs down here. If I can see one there. Come on. There, you can see a BT just over there. I wonder if it's worth taking them out. Obviously, taking the BTs out is a good thing. Because it helps everyone locally, but if we do so. So let's see if we can take the BTs out. Is one blood grenade enough? Okay, one blood grenade might not be enough. That might be though. It took 3 blood grenades. But I think he is now down. There is one behind us somewhere, but we can ignore the one behind us, can't we? We do. The more we take out, the better it is to everyone passing through on the journey. That's the thing. Okay. Might be able to jump up there. There we go. And then down this way. Then it says a BT to our left. Australia is so different to Mexico. That's the thing. It's a very different environment by the looks of things. Okay. Right, we're coming up to the river that we need to cross. Obviously, we don't know how bad the river is. We might be able to just go straight through it. I've definitely heard a BT there, but I don't know where they are. Let's go this way. I know we're away from the BTs now. Our road direct's put itself away. New feature, mass fabrication. Hang on a second, what's this about? You can now fabricate different items simultaneously. Select the equipment you like to fabricate, then press to add it. Okay, we know about that already. Australia frame added a photo mode, so you can expect more of you on Australia. Okay. It's actually not too bad water to go straight across, to be fair. I think we can cross the water quite happily. Grab these headache pills and we're there. I don't really see an issue, to be honest. We'll lose a bit of charge. There we go, we're through. Well, cargo, and the base we're heading to is just down here. Okay, they don't have... Okay, they don't have a charging unit or garage by the looks of things. So we need to... Cargo management, we need to take the order off the back. Dry cruiser, place on our backpack. And then we need to use a container repair spray to repair the container. As we'll get bonus points for the more it's protected and not damaged. So we'll just make sure everything's fixed. Chiral decontaminate is fully done. Medals are fully done as well. Alright, we're here. Our first connection. We've got 2 extra orders of us as well. They definitely seem stronger, don't they? They definitely do seem stronger, you're right. Yeah, in terms of turning off multiplayer, it's one of those, the game is meant to be so you can see other people's stuff. I try not to use it and try and just use our own stuff where possible. Right, Chiral decontaminate, headache pills and medals all delivered. Let's see what rating we get for this. It should be good enough to get them on the network at the very least. And that'll be our first connection in Australia. It's only a small shelter here, so I don't think they've even got a room for us. It's only the bigger ones don't really do.
So you really came, mate?
Old Oz.
Cut straight through BT territory just to bring us our cargo. That's quite a feat. Been waiting a long time for someone like you to show up. Let's see how well you were able to handle our delivery.
There we go.
Looks absolutely flawless. Thank you.
Considering we got into a fight as well, I don't think we did okay there.
We'd given up all hope of ever seeing this.
Plus the extras.
So glad he managed to bring it in. Like everyone,
Just short of 2 stars, which is not too bad. Yeah, they'll connect to the network now. You've got to get at least a star, I believe, to get to the network, which you should get just on doing the order that you meant mission-wise you should be doing.
Already put that decontamination unit to good use. The chiralium levels had really gotten out of hand, so you couldn't have come at a better time. Thanks. Anyway, go ahead and connect us with that Cupid or whatever it is.
So the old government base is now connected. The first one is done. The government, I said the government space it's called, with old Oz. Perfect. You can't really see much of this map, but there's going to be places that aren't going to be mission related in terms of connecting. We'll try and connect them up as well though, as far as we go. Oh, a new weapon, a bowler gun, a weapon that fires strands to bind targets, rendering them immobile. Effective against BTs and human enemies wearing any type of armor. Headshots on human enemies bind the neck, knocking them unconscious. Shots are quiet, making it well suited for covert operations. To be fair, that's the first silent kind of weapon we've seen. Might be worth having, to be fair. We're kind of going to have more weapons on us than anything else, though. So we may need to start picking which ones we want to keep, which ones we don't. We've got a motion scanner has now been added to the Odrek as well. And a new backpack attachments available. Not to worry about those. And APAS enhancement memory upgrade. We've gained 20 for the APAS enhancements.
Now displaying your current order grade.
Wow. Okay. We gained another APAS enhancement, which is a augmented motion scanner. So the results of the motion scanner display for longer. Contract cap boost. Increase the total number of strand contracts Sam can form. Okay. So we've gone up to level 57, or grade 57, I should say. And we are still an adept mover.
A chiral communications transmission. With this network at our disposal, we might be able to make our dream a reality. We want to build a world where even the weakest among us have a chance. A world where people come together to stand against those who embrace violence. Ever since the Death Stranding, this continent has been afflicted by terrible environmental changes. It was bad enough, but out of nowhere, the anomalies became a hell of a lot more.
I was going to say, the actual terrain looks horrendous here compared to even Mexico.
Those bloody watcher things coming out of the woodwork. Didn't realise it at the time, but the escalation of all this insanity coincided with the UCA's connection to the network and the appearance of the
that's interesting.
The chiral network is causing instability beyond the reach of its coverage, which means the only way to fix it is to link up all of us.
The plate gate appearing made things worse for Australia.
We've shared the data we have about the continent with your people, information about the brigands and so on. Use it to the best of your ability.
Okay, let's talk. The data you shared?
Take the bowler gun, for example. With our data, we were able to improve and refine the design of the APAC standard issue model. You can charge it now to fire projectiles with a narrower spread. Perfect for taking down hard-to-reach targets with precision. And then, there's backpack customization. We've developed a number of unique attachments that can be equipped to the pack you're currently carrying.
I wonder if the unique attachments... so they're not stickers like I thought they were. I think they're not cosmetic, I don't think.
Oh, and last but not least, we patched through an Odrek update that allows its sensor to pick up living beings and other entities. It's an improvement that builds on the sensor's existing functionality.
Anything it detects will be visible to you as a silhouette.
That's quite handy as well, to be fair.
I'm sure it'll come in handy down the road.
Okay, what's the situation in Australia?
We're not doing any better than the UCA or Mexico, I'm afraid. Only difference is the presence of armed belligerents we call brigands.
So brigands are people we're going to have to deal with.
We've been seeing all over lately. The brigands have been trying to bring us to heel and are a right pain in the ass. They've got an irrational enmity for new tech like the Chiral Network, you see. We've also been seeing major earthquakes all over the continent, as well as devastating floods due to heavy tidefall. You have your work cut out for you while you're down under, that's for sure.
Chiral contamination was pretty bad, huh?
Due to our proximity to a BT area, this shelter was subject to significant chiral contamination. Said area has also been the source of a new type of BT. Unlike the usual sort, these ones are able to see us.
I think obviously that was one we had to fight, I think.
As such, we've taken to calling the buggers Watchers. And they're every bit as dangerous as any other BT. You're going to want to steer clear at all costs.
Right, I'd better push on.
Before I forget, there's a request I wanted to send your way. I know you're eager to hit the road and make progress, but I promise you, this is more than worth the trouble. It's a delivery for the Lone Commander.
Okay.
He's not too far from here. He's an old ally who provided us with support for all matters military. He's also a crack shot with a sniper rifle. But after this and that, we went our separate ways. And he retired to a shelter off to the east. He can be a hard man to please, but if we could enlist his help again, I'm sure he'd provide us with all kinds of useful information. Data and schematics that might prove invaluable for your work.
He might even have a sniper rifle, which would be handy.
Fight first and ask questions later. Should help us all combat the brigands a damn sight more effectively in any case.
So we haven't met the brigands yet.
This request as a sub-order, so check the terminal if you're interested in taking on extra work.
Always interesting taking on extra work.
That was excellent work, Sam. With the government now part of the Chiral Network, we've successfully completed the first step in our journey to connect all of Australia. I want to thank you for making this possible. Well done. To extend network coverage as far as West Fort Knott, our next order of business will be to link up the Western Environmental Observatory. The associated order is ready for you. This one may well place you in considerable danger.
Oh, really?
So be sure to take extra care when selecting your equipment. Access the delivery terminal here to pick up this main order and get underway.
I think we'll probably do the commander first, to be fair, if it's to the east. Let's have a look. So there's a few things I want to have a look at because they've added new things here. Obviously, main mission is take on the thing. So, fabrication and management, backpack, customization. They said there was different things they'd done. Fabricate, components. So this is new. Grenade pouch. We've already got a grenade pouch. Does that mean we can have a second grenade pouch? A spare ammo container. Back protector. Armour that protects Sam's back from gunfire will shatter after taking enough damage. I like the idea of a second grenade pouch though. That's quite handy. And also a spare ammo container as well. Let's put the grenade pouch on. Okay. What else can we have? Oh, so you have more than one. Spare ammo. We've got the components. There we go. I was going to have a look at the other thing as well. Can we do the back protector as well? We can. Let's do all three then. There we go. All three are on. Adjust position. Oh, so we can actually manually change where the position of this is. I want it, to be fair, I kind of want the back protector not on the side like that, to be fair. I can rotate it. Okay. Yeah. I didn't realise we could rotate this. There we go. Spare ammo containers on there. The only thing I will do is move it. Okay, that's the only... Oh no, there's fine. Back protector, plus grenade, an extra grenade pouch, and spare ammo container. That's pretty good. We haven't looked at jobs yet. Let's have a look at jobs.
A new sub-order is now available for you.
Breakable cargo. Right, so the sub-order is to the east, and obviously this is going to the west. My thinking is we go east first. It's quite a heavy order, but it's that one. Then we can come back this way and pick up the other order, I think. Let's do that first and foremost. There's a BT area supposedly there. I don't know if we'll be able to take the bike. We may have to walk this one, only because that doesn't look very easy to navigate on a trike. We can try though. No harm in trying, is there? So if we... Telling us it's very likely to slip and slide by the looks of things. We go to there though. You can see these little openings in the rock. There's a timefall shelter. Let's head to the shelter and decide from there whether to take the trike any further.
Delivery route finalized. This cargo has been designated breakable.
Yeah. So we've got to be careful. Breakable cargo is more easily damaged than regular, and impacts of fall can severely damage it. Be mindful of uneven surface control of breakable cargo in a vehicle. Okay, we may want to put this on ourselves, to be fair, to make sure it doesn't break.
Hello, Sam. This is Charlie. To aid you in your future orders, we prepared porter suits with camo patterns tailor-made for the Australian environment.
Does it matter what we look like?
Provided you with a new basic porter suit with customizable colors. Moving forward, I imagine you'll want to adjust your appearance based on the terrain and your personal preferences at the time.
I'm happy to stay as we are. Thank you very much. I don't care about what we look like. Right, enhancements first. Let's have a look. We've gained some new ones. This one here is a new one. This is a strand contract cap boost to increase the total number of strand contracts that can form. Forming a strand contract strengthens your connection with other players, allowing more structural objects to be shared. Okay, so the higher that is, the more you can see of other people's stuff, and the more that can be seen. Motion scanner, we need more for that one. We need 60 in total. So I don't think there's anything to add. I don't want the strand upgrade. That's 100. That's 60 as well. So yeah, we'll leave that for the time being. Cargo management. Let's have a look what we've got here. So we have got a new gun we can make. Our assault rifle has been used. I would probably recycle that and then get a new one. We've still got our ladders and stuff on us. We need blood grenades. We need to get more of as well. Okay. So a couple of these things I think we need to just get rid of and get more. Container repair spray would be handy. Okay. So that one there we want to recycle. And the assault rifle will recycle as well, as we've used some of it. How are we for blood grenades? That one will recycle as well, because we need more. And then blood bags, we've used 2 here. There's still plenty in them though. I don't think we need more of those then at this point. So we need another container repair spray. Bolo gun. This is the new silent gun. That's probably worth taking. We've got a lot. We're gonna have a lot of weapons on us. That's the only downside. And then, assault rifle. We need to do one of those. Okay, and then we need blood grenades. Okay, we can only take one thing of grenades because we haven't got much resin left. Oh, we can put stuff on the bike. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's just knowing what you put on there. I could put a gun on there, I suppose. We don't have to carry them all on us. Let's fabricate this though. And there's going to be very few resins left here. So container repair spray. Do you want the bolo gun or the assault rifle as first? We'll use that on the tool rack, as always. Blood grenades, grenade pouch. That's in the backpack. And then the bolo gun, I don't really want on top. We can attach the seat though, can't we? Or do one on the tri-cruiser, and we can just grab it when we need it. Because the bolo gun's more for silenced attacks, isn't it? Which we'll know in advance, so we can always take it off that at the time, I think. It doesn't help that obviously the fragile load we're carrying is quite heavy. That's the other side of things. Right, let's go and see if we can get to the commander then, shall we? Obviously from here we've got to find a way up. And we'll come back here once we've got the commander online. We could do some charge.
I can perform reconnaissance for you if you like. After all, there's no telling what might be waiting for us ahead.
Use Dolman to survey an area. Okay, open weapons menu, aim and throw. Toss Dolman into the air to get an aerial view of your surroundings. That's not a bad thing to do. We'll do that in a second. We'll go to the top of this hill up here. And then we'll throw Dolman in the air and see what we can see. So, weaponry, Dolman. I can't be used while riding a vehicle. That's interesting. Dolman cam. Like the idea of that though. Okay. I did think this looked like this was navigatable here. We can probably follow this all the way through then. Till we get to around here. So if we follow the trees, I think we can actually make it on the bike most of the way. But yeah, we definitely have to throw him in the air at some point and see what he shows us. Okay, we want to go to... Okay, we want to be going to the left here, then we don't want to be going up there. Across the grass this way. Should be a timefall shelter coming up, which is what we're aiming for. More chiral crystals. Okay, BT's in this area. Preparing vehicles. We're right near a BT. I'm heading to a timefall shelter and BTs can't go near them anyway. Okay, after this we're without any coverage once we leave here. how easy is it going to be to traverse on the bike is the question. I know it's obviously it's a lot quicker on the bike, and I prefer using it. But if we have to start walking, we'll start walking. That does look like it's navigatable on the bike, to be fair. It looks like there are routes. We're just going to be very wary of any BTs around. But I do think it's doable. Right, where is this BT? Road direct reckons straight ahead. So I can't see any. I can't see one. Okay, I can hear one now. I want to go to the right, but I don't know if that's a good choice. Okay, there we go. There's a BT there. So that is on our left. Another one ahead. Okay, there's a few around. My thinking is we fight them. I think that's the best way here, is just to fight them. Wrong button every time on the map. Still got a long way to go. We're going to be passing... So that one there, we're going to be going straight through where he is. So... Management, cargo management. I can't change them off this, can I? No. So because they've got eyes, they can actually see you. Can't go anywhere. Come on. Just damaged the cargo, hasn't he? Right, give me a gun. Trying to shake him off. You know what I'm saying? Let me shoot. I should have just straight away just attacked him, rather than sitting there thinking about it. Yeah. I think instead of waiting for them to spot us like he just did, I think we have to be more preemptive of that and just attack. Because waiting for them doesn't help us, does it? It's not what I wanted to do, to be fair. How badly is it damaged? 17% damage. Container. Content 65%. That's not good. Zelox, good morning, how are you? We could use Dolman, couldn't we, right now, actually, to be fair? Let's equip Dolman. I would say he's not really showing much up, to be fair. That's where we're heading. And there's going to be more BTs around.
Reconnaissance complete. Stallman reporting in.
Okay. Yeah, I think we need to be more on the ball and actually attack first. Rather than umming and ahhing, we just do it. So the minute we see one, I think we just attack. How are you today then, Zalox? I think we can, if we drive to the left here, there's some greenery, we should be able to go straight up there. There's another order to pick up here as well. So them watchers can see us. That's why I think we've got to stop waiting for them and actually just attack. There's one over there to the far right. Is that the way we're going? Still keep pressing that middle button. We want to go up here. So you see him over there. And there's one to our left here supposedly as well. Right, okay. Cargo management. We are just going to attack. That move to the bike. That move to the bike. We want blood grenades. You know it takes roughly 3 of these to take one down. That should be that one taken care of. There's one over there as well. Yeah, I can reach him from here. So I need to swap to secondary blood grenades. Lou seems in a bad mood, does he? It should have been enough. There's a strand coming from there. That's him dealt with, I think. And there's another one there. Well, there was another one there. There's a strand coming just off there, strangely. Right, we can't see any more though for the minute. So we'll head back to the bike and carry on. Yeah, I think we need to be more preemptive. Like that and just attack them ourselves. 320 Rex, a lot of resins, but I don't think we can take it. Okay, up this hill here, and we're there. Where are we? There he is, over that way. Come on. I think that's one seen us. I'm getting stuck on the little rocks a little bit here. But yeah, we're here. We've made it. I don't think the his orders were very good because of the damage that's been done. We shall see. I wonder if is there any point in fixing to contain the damage? Probably not, to be fair. What's the bowler gun? Tri-cruiser. There we go. Well, we'll go and hand in the 2 orders. His order is quite damaged, so I don't know how we're going to do with that. Hopefully it's enough. I just don't think this is going to be... It may not be brilliant. Average cargo damage. Should we proceed? Yes. So this was the optional mission, essentially.
Wasn't expecting a porter of all people to drop by. Most folks would have had Buckley's chance of making it out this far. Betting it was the government that sent you my way. They've got an eye for talent.
It was the government, in fact. C rating is not fantastic, but
these things happen.
I'm not, for what we did, I'm not surprised. It's not a 1, it's not a star. Which means I don't think we connect him. But then, didn't we have an optional? We picked up a used delivery to be delivered, I think. We haven't changed, 57 still, grade.
I appreciate what you've done for me, really. But I'm afraid I can't agree.
Until you get to 1 star, he won't agree.
Chiral Network of yours. To be frank, I don't trust you drawbridge people yet.
Well, that's fine.
There's also no end to the dangers in these parts. And if you haven't got what it takes to face them, you'll die like all the rest. Complete my latest order, though, and I might be persuaded to reconsider. If it strikes you as an unreasonable request, you may as well...
So he's got an order for us as well.
There's no shame in recognising when you're out of your depth. You got to know what you can...
I'm sure we've got a secondary order to hand in.
...survive out here. All of which is to say you shouldn't go off half-cocked and throw your life away. Are we clear?
Otherwise, we need to connect him, otherwise we can't upgrade, we can't get more blood grenades or anything. Have I not... Okay, I don't understand something. Hang on. We have... In our cargo, did we not have a secondary order for... Yeah, that one. Who's that for? Oh, it's for the government. That's why. I thought it was for him, but it wasn't. I wouldn't have picked it up if I'd known that. Right, okay. It's for the government, annoyingly. So we haven't looked at aid requests, to be fair. That's government 1. They're too far away now. Very distant. Yeah. Okay. Let's see what his order is then. He wants us to do something for him. I wouldn't have picked up the other one if I'd known it was for the government. I thought it was for him. We've got to go and recover mementos in the BT area. To be fair, let's do it. But we'll go on foot. We'll just equip ourselves with all the guns that we've got. And just go on foot. Obviously, it's not too bad terrain to navigate, to be honest. And on foot, I think will be a bit easier, to be fair. And that way we can fight BTs as we see them. These are things we can add to our... Do you want another ladder? I don't think we need another one, to be fair. Exit cargo pursuit. He's giving us 2 ladders and a climbing anchor, to be fair. Let's take them, because we'll just put them in storage in a second. I don't want to lose them by not taking them. Right, we're not going to take the trike, as I say. We'll leave it here for the time being. We have 2 ladders already. So that ladder, and that climbing anchor. Private locker. I think the private locker is accessible from everywhere, to be fair. And then we need to store the materials as well. Remember, we can't make anything here because it's not connected. We'll stick them on the tri-cruiser for the minute. That's no good to us because it's been... we can't even recycle it, can we? We'll leave it for the minute. Bolo gun. We better bring the bolo gun with us just in case. It's not really lightweight because we've got so many guns on us, but all the guns affect BTs. That's the big thing. Right, we've got to just go and get. That's what we've got to do. Yeah, done. Why is I've done all this already? Yeah. Oh, that's why. There we go. There's cargo. Yeah, okay, it's fine. So as I said, we'll leave the trike, mainly because I think we might be better on foot for this. And if we see BTs, we can react quicker. Essentially, is my thinking. Because we're going to see BTs pretty quickly. Anything that's needed that says government, we're going to ignore. We don't want. We're going the wrong way for any of that stuff. There we go. I can't hold my breath according to that. I can't see him though. Right, let's have our assault rifle out ready. Because it does affect, assault rifle affects BTs. So once we see one, we just start shooting. The only downside it's loud, but I'm sure it'll be okay. I think we're about to see one once we get up here. Can you climb up that? There we go. Right, there's one there. Oh, I fell. No!
I'm afraid you've dropped some cargo,
yeah.
Sam.
It's down. Takes a lot of bullets though to take them down, doesn't it? So blood grenades it takes 3, and that seems to take a lot of bullets as well. There's definitely something about that bit there. You can see the connection coming off it. There's definitely something to do with that. Right, to our right, I suppose there's one quite close. Oh, I can see him over there. That might be too far away, to be fair. Where's our machine gun? There's more. This one's more for distance. There he goes, down. There's definitely that monument there, though. There's something there, isn't there? You can see all the connection of strands coming off it. Okay, you can see another one dead ahead. I kind of want to go over there, but I kind of feel like that might be a bad idea. Where is he? Come here. Where's my gun gone? He's made me drop my assault rifle now. Come on, get up.
Are you injured, Sam?
No, but I can't do anything. I don't know if we just died. Something happened that wasn't good. Yeah, we died. That didn't go to plan, did it? Yeah, maybe. I think it's got to be investigated, though. Right. Okay, where are we for a start? We're just left. Was that the void out there? So that's now. Is that now an extreme area? I think it is, to be fair. I've not seen one of those before. But yeah, that didn't quite go to plan. So some stuff just got ruined here. Let's check our equipment, because it does say things got ruined. That's the mission we're doing. Assault rifle is nearly gone. Machine gun is still okay. Well, nearly gone. Machine pistol's fine. Blood grenades, blood bags are okay. Okay. So, does that mean I've just created a void out by dying there? That's the mementos. It does look like it, doesn't it? If you look over there, that was our. We just created a void out. That was us. Yeah, that was what we just did. We're being killed. That's different. Haven't seen that before. Mainly because even on the first game that didn't happen. Because you just repatriated. But actually it's quite cool that you create a void out now. Right, we're still going to go and get these mementos. It does seem like we've got rid of a lot of the BT area though because of that. There's blood grenades there we can pick up. Hang on. I don't think Lou's very happy. Wrong one. How do we deal... no. No, don't do any of that. Where's Lou on here? I can hear Lou making noises. He doesn't seem very happy, but I can't soothe him. I'll put that away. I don't know how we look at Lou. Weirdly. Obviously, Dolman's on this one here. We can use Dolman there. There's nothing to do with Lou. As you can see at the bottom, Lou's not happy at all. I don't know how to access him. That's scan. How do I access Lou? There's normally a button for it. Rock, paper, scissors. These are all signs that you can put out yourself. Boots. Let's change boots. O-direct light on or off. Sunglasses. Again, there's no Lou though, is there? Hands and legs, there's no field wear. You'd think they'd be able to access Lou from there. And this one is all cargo management offload. No. Okay, I'm confused. There is a way. There's obviously a button. Yeah, if there's a plane crash, absolutely. How do we access Lou? Doesn't say anything about accessing him there. Camera position, soothing Lou. L1 and press down. There we go. That's what I needed to do. Yeah, he's not very happy.
It's all good. It's all good.
There we go. He's getting better now. Lou's mood has improved. That's as high as it goes. There we go. I can hear him crying, and I know it's something we'll keep an eye on. Okay, what we need is over here, and then we're going to head back. But yeah, to actually create a void out ourselves is very different. Okay, Lone Commander's stuff is there. Just brakes as we go down the hill. Oh. Okay, let's not stand in that tar. Let's get a bit closer.
Looks like you have what was requested. All that remains now is to drop it off.
Yeah. I just need to change their cargo management so that's not all as bad as it is. So move that to suit. That'll do. And then put this other blood grenade. Grenade pouch. Are they saying that? Grenade pouch, yeah. There we go. I forgot we got more grenade pouch, haven't we? Dave, good morning. How are you? Right. So now we need to get back to the Lone Commander. Obviously, watching out for our own Voidout would be quite handy. Still, I want to go and investigate that big thing that's sticking out. That's what I want to go and investigate if we can. We've lost the like as well. Right. We'll try and go back the way we've came. Obviously, try not to create a void out this time. Right, I'll brace ourselves going up here. I want us to use container. Let's use container repair spray quickly then. It's telling us that something's quite damaged now. So let's quickly give everything a spray. Is that everything? Okay, well, the bottle's out now, so that's all we've got. Why did you take your message away, Dave? Quickly have a quick drink while we're here as well. Restore some stamina. Hope you're well though, Dave. Again, we'll try and dodge the void out since we created it. And then we're off to the government thing again afterwards anyway. To pick up the next main story mission. Oh, don't fall over. I don't know whether doing this on foot was a good idea after that void out, but at least we've seen it happen. supposed to be stream, not dream. Ah, okay. You could just left it. It's not a big deal. Right, there's a couple of things in here to pick up, it looks like. What do we got here? Alloys. It's quite large. Okay, won't be able to carry too much more. That model ahead of us is for the lone commander picking up. Obviously, we've got to try and give it to one star to connect him, and he refused after the first delivery because how damaged it was. Okay. No, come here. Stand still. Okay, with some lost cargo, that one will give us some extra points with the commander.
Show him how it's done.
Yeah, it does seem to bounce you back. Obviously, it wasn't meant to happen. And the Voidout's not a good thing. Interesting that you can do that. I don't know if it lasts forever or what, really. Right, we are back, though. Terrain traversal's leveled up, and so is their endurance as well. We haven't looked at our stats in ages, so it's something we need to have a look at. We'll deliver the one he asked us for, the mementos, and also the return model of mythical creature as well. And hopefully this is enough to get him on the network. Are you not working today, Dave? That's good. Day off.
I'm genuinely surprised. Let me get a closer look at it.
Well, it's good to get days off, Dave. So S for his one.
Perfect to me. Hats off to you, mate. Where on earth did you find this?
Plus the modern mythical creature on top.
Thanks, mate.
And that should be enough. It's enough for 2 stars. Wow, okay.
That much is crystal clear.
We did more than we needed to in the end. So he now has more materials to use.
I suppose I ought to hold up my end of the bargain. Get out your Cupid and finish the job.
We can now connect him to the network. We could definitely do with a shower, but there's nowhere for us to stay in these places. The smaller places, we can't actually stay there. So we're kind of just got to stay dirty for a while. So now he's connected, we can get rid of stuff and refresh all our equipment. New strand established. The lone commander is now part of the network. Yeah, that Voidout wasn't ideal. But there we go. I don't know if other people see that, I wonder. Oh, there we go. Weapon, a Trank sniper rifle. A long-range rifle loaded with non-lethal tranquilizing rounds. Ideal for neutralizing human targets from a safe distance. Comes with a variable scope that has 2 zoom settings. Hold your breath to stabilize your aim and be warned. Makes a loud noise when firing. So it's very loud, but it's a sniper rifle. Smoke grenades. I can't see something that's something we're going to use, but there we go. Firmware updates. We've got some more enhancement memory now.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
What grade did we get? Just 1. So we're now grade 58, and we're still an adept mover. We should give it a save as well in a minute.
So this is what it's like being all hooked up and wired in. At any rate, looks like the schematics for my trusty shooter and darling little smoke grenades are in your hands now. The form is a custom design of mine. Uses tranquilizer darts. Makes a hell of a bang when fired though. So keep that in mind.
So you want to be
It's a
good
shame
distance
our
away
paths
them.
couldn't have crossed sooner. Maybe this world of ours wouldn't have been so divided, and maybe my mates wouldn't have had to die.
Okay, your trusty shooter.
My sniper rifle. It's configured to fire tranquilizing rounds.
I think we take off the machine gun.
For those who prefer to get the job done without undue bloodshed. Bit of advice though. Make sure you engage your enemies at a healthy distance. It's not a silenced weapon. So fire too close and they'll be all over you before you have time to react. And don't think about taking a shot until you've planned your next move. Any sniper worth their salt stays mobile, constantly securing new vantage points to evade detection. Ah, and always remember to account for bullet drop when shooting at extreme ranges. In a nutshell, you might need to aim at a point a notch or two above your target.
That was my dinner. It's first thing in the morning. It's like 10 o'clock in the morning for me. Dinner's not till this evening. It's a long way off. It's first thing in the morning. We had dinner last night. We had pork chops with salad last night.
Hey now, don't knock them.
This was smoke grenades.
Alright? Granted, you can't neutralize an enemy with one. But they are effective at blinding them and giving you cover. Far more than you probably realise. And even if they do open fire, you'll find that their chances of actually hitting you are slim to none. Which means that even if you've alerted them with one of your own shots, you'll have no trouble disengaging and repositioning.
I suppose we could have one and put it in a grenade pouch.
A great tool for disrupting enemy attacks and buying you room to regroup. Furthermore, if you happen to have a sensor or something similar on hand, you can use it to track enemies through the smoke. Making things pretty one-sided. It's like shooting fish in a barrel. Or, if you're the kind of bloke who'd rather get up close and personal, you can chuck one at their feet, waltz right up to them unseen. Turn a firefight into a fist fight. I assure you, once you've learned how to use these little beauties to their full potential, you'll have a heap of new tactics at your disposal. Experiment, see for yourself.
What happened to your mates?
It may sound like a bit of a yarn, but my friends and I supported the government's plans to rebuild Australia. To defend ourselves against those who had other ideas, we had no choice but to take up arms. It ended up costing most of us our lives. All because of me.
I don't generally have breakfast, to be fair.
What became of them. My mates are the Watchers scattered all over this hill, mixed in with all the enemies we saw.
Yeah, I don't generally eat breakfast.
And for what? Deep down, we were all the same. Blokes who called this land our home. Was it worth all the struggle, all the bloodshed, for the world we shared to be reduced to this? So, I left the military behind. Decided I had to go it alone.
Smoke grenades, enemies won't be able to see you, yeah.
Were we all just doomed to die and become Watchers? Was that the only way for us to come together? Now fuck that. There was another way. Before it all went to hell, we should have tried to find common ground. And now, with your Chiral Network, that might finally be feasible. Working with the government too, maybe. For all that and more, I hope you don't let me down. Righto, Sam. I know you got places to be, but an order just came in that caught my eye. Seems our friends over at the government shelter might be in a bit of strife. If you're willing to look into it, you can review the
Okay, so he's got an order going back to the government, which is where we've got to go anyway.
Might be a good occasion to fabricate a sniper rifle with the data I just shared, if you take my meaning. Anyway, think it over, would you?
Have a bit. It's not too bad. Okay. Let's have a look at the order. Oh, okay. It's not going to be. It's not a simple one. They want us to go and recover all the brigands' reconnaissance equipment, and then bring it back to the government. We are going back to the government anyway. We could always go to the government first. We'll take the mission because it doesn't really matter, to be fair. Right, what do we got? Back. Let's have a look at our stuff first. A ladder. Our PCC probably could do with a new one. Containers completely had it. So let's recycle that. And we'll get a new PCC in a second. Climbing anchor again, we'll get a new one in a second. Or I think there might be some in our private locker, to be fair. That contents are damaged, but that's going back to government base. That's going to government base. Well, very badly damaged that is. So we'll hand it in though if we can. Assault rifle again damaged. We'll make a new one. Machine gun damage, we'll make a new one if we want a second one, although I think sniper rifle instead of. Container repair spray can be recycled. To be fair, there is an easier way of doing this. Oh wow, machine pistol's damaged as well. I can mark everything up and do it that way. Blood grenades down there. With the blood bags, they need redoing. Our boots are only 8% damage, that's fine. Bolo gun is fine. Okay, so all the stuff I've just marked up, this can all be recycled. There we go. We have got 240 special alloys we can actually drop off here. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll add them to the storage here, and then we don't have to carry them. There was something the government base was short of, but I can't remember what it was. Climbing anchor from storage can go on our backpack. Still got 2 ladders. Right, so we need to fabricate quite a bit by the looks of things. We need to fabricate 2... Hang on a second. Not 33. So our utility pouch can hold 4 blood bags, so we'll craft 3 then. Container repair spray. It doesn't matter where it goes. I'm not going to put it where it says anyway. We'll take 1 as we always have 1 on us. PCC we need 1. Bolo gun we've got. Assault rifle we do need. I want to take the sniper rifle with us. I think it's worth having. Especially if we're going to have to go and deal with some people, brigands, in a little while. The Mazer isn't anti-BT, but the machine pistol is. Do you know what? Let's take the machine pistol rather than the Mazer then. And then blood grenades. We'll make 2. We're going to take a smoke grenade as well. We've got a spare thing on the back that should be able to hold smoke grenades. So that's what we're going to fabricate. So blood bag, blood bag. They can all go in our. Hang on a second. If I take one off, oh, they are all in utility pouch. I thought there was another name for the utility pouch. There we go. Assault rifle will go on our tool rack. Blood grenade. Grenade pouch. Does that mean our grenade pouches are full? Our spare ones? Looks like it, to be fair. Machine pistol can go in a handgun holster. It's quite a lot before we've actually got anything on. I don't understand how much we can hold in certain places. So we should have grenade pouch. Oh, we can only hold 1. So each grenade pouch can hold 1 grenade. That's interesting. So we've got 3 blood grenades on us, and so if we want the 2, we need to craft 2 more grenade pouches essentially, and they're all in the utility pouch. So if I don't know if there's enough here to do so. Fabricate. Yeah. And then fabricate another grenade pouch. There we go. Then we've got enough to put all our grenades in pouches. There we go. So all our grenades are in pouches now. Which makes our life a little bit easier when it comes to carrying things. It may be worth putting a few more grenade pouches on there, to be fair. But I think that's us. So my thinking is we head back to government department first, hand in stuff. You're 20 minutes to your dinner, okay. Yeah. Yeah, go and hand in a couple of things. I think the trike's got a couple of things on it as well. Obviously, we've got 2 things to hand in to the government, and the trike has got just the bolo gun. Someone's put a timefall shelter here already. Okay, we want to head back to government base. I don't know how dodgy it's going to be with BTs going that way. Things seem to have changed a bit since we did the Voidout. But yeah, we're going to head straight there. Then we'll go and deal with the brigands afterwards, because we'll probably go on foot for that, so we can get closer and sneak in. Okay, we'll keep an eye in case we see any BTs. Again, we do see any, I think we need to deal with them straight away kind of thing. Let's say there's coral crystals there. And sandalweed as well. Right, we want to be going down that left-hand side. I'm still interested in that bit that we saw strands coming off. I wonder if that is worth a look, to be fair. If we get back to it, that is. Okay, surveillance cameras need destroyed. A long time ago, Dave. Yeah, a long time ago. Right, some medals we can pick up here for the government base as well. That's another order for them then. Essentially all extras we can take with us. I am braking when it's going down the hill. It just doesn't brake very well. Okay. There's some more things to take the government base here as well. Might as well take as much as we can there. No, we're going the wrong way. We want to go there. And we don't want to go too close to where the brigands are, because we're going to go there afterwards. There we go. Hang on a second. That's the government base? No, that's our ship. Where's the government's base at? Oh, right next to us. I didn't realise it was already here, to be fair. I was too busy looking. What's that big building ahead of us there? Okay, yeah, there's nothing else left on board. So we're going to hand all these in, and then we're going to go and find these brigands and deal with them, but we'll go on foot, as it'll be a bit silenter. Silenter? Yeah, I know what I mean. 4 things to return. That one's completely had it. We're going to get nothing for that, and the same as that one, to be fair. But we'll hand them in. We're going to get to try and use a sniper rifle as well. Probably could go back to the ship and have a shower, to be fair, looking at the state of us.
You make deliveries even at this time of night. That's good of you. Time after time you've been there for us. You're a saint.
That should get the second star done. There we go. So we should get some upgrades as well because second star's done.
I want you to have this data. It'll help you in your work.
Ah, a device that decreases a backpack's overall weight, increasing Sam's cargo carrying capacity. The more anti-gravity devices you equip, the greater the weight reduction. That's it. That's going to be handy. Although space could be potentially be an issue. And we gain another 15 on the firmware updates.
We've designated more materials for your use. Don't hold back on our account.
More materials as well. We're now grade 60 and still an adept mover.
This is a chiral anti-gravity device that can be attached to your backpack.
That will be really, really handy.
Feel significantly lighter. And the more of them you use, the more noticeable the effect.
I might take off the armour on the backpack and put 2 on there.
Like this, I'm sure you'll be a big fan.
I think that's going to be really handy. Right, let's have a look at this then. We know we're going to go and do the brigands next. I do a license. Nice. I would say if you want to grow your channel, Dave, you need to be consistent, which means doing it on the same day at the same time and telling people that's when the next one's going to be. Otherwise, you'll never grow. You will grow. You can grow, but it won't be very quickly. If that makes sense. Right, backpack customization. Let's have a look at this. Components. We now have an anti-gravity device. Oh, use a lot of crystals up, to be fair, to make this. We can put 1 on. I might move that armour eventually, so we can have 2. But that'll do for the minute. We don't need anything else, do we? Yeah, no, all I'm saying, if you want to grow, you need to be consistent, which means same time every time. Right. Anything new on? Nothing new there. Cargo management. I'm going to take the bolo gun off the bike. There we go. Okay, so we're going after these brigands, which is they're raid requests, aren't they? Yeah, we're ignoring those. That's the one we're doing. We've got to go and recover reconnaissance equipment from the brigands and then bring it back to the government base. So this one we're going to go on foot because I think that's probably a better option. Someone else has left the trike there. Okay, I want to get close enough that we can see him. I'm hoping to use a sniper rifle, to be fair. Here's my thinking. And hopefully at night time, you never know, they might be asleep. That's the other thing.
Trouble nearby.
There we go. So we can see they're not asleep then, by the looks of things. But my plan is sniper rifle. We know it's going to make a loud noise, so we've got to be prepared for that.
A word of warning, Sam. That sniper rifle doesn't appear to be equipped with a suppressor, meaning it will make considerable noise when fired. Take care not to attract the enemy's attention.
Although we can see where they are, even looking through the sniper rifle, I can't actually see them. Oh, there's one. The minute I hit him, I'm going to get probably bombarded. So I'm just trying to see where some of the others are. I think they're quite far away, the rest of them, to be fair. 1, 2, 3. There's only 4 of them, to be honest. Right, that's... I think he should be down. Where is he? I think he's down. Is he down? He is down. 2 to go. Well, there's 1 left. And there he is. How is he not down? I think he is down, actually. No, he's moving. He's down. Enemy base neutralized. Okay, he's got reconnaissance equipment on him. Destroying an enemy base will reduce its threat level. This has various consequences. Fewer guards and weapons they use will be weaker. Okay, so it's probably worth destroying the base while we're here then.
Feels good.
I can put this away now. So the sniper rifle was okay. Obviously, loud, got seen. Assault rifle may have been better, to be fair. But from distance, not too bad. More reconnaissance equipment here. But there was only 4 guards, made it not too bad. And we did take quite a few hits, which we probably should have done better with, to be fair. Okay, that's all the equipment picked up.
That's the last of the cargo. Let's head to our destination and make the delivery.
Okay, we've got quite a bit of weight on us now. There is a load more stuff here. What's over here? Metals, ceramics, if we want those as well. Obviously, I don't know how we go out destroying their base, other than what we just did, to be fair. We'll hack into this as well. What's this got inside? Wow, loads of stuff in the mule mailbox. You banned him in your chat. Okay. I told you the other day to ban him. That's fine, all good. Yeah, we may have been too close with the sniper rifle, to be fair. We probably could have been further away, to be fair. But yeah, Dave, I did tell you to ban him. If he's doing silly things in your chat, then it's because you're allowing him to. Are these okay? So these are both lost cargo to be delivered. Blood bags. There's lots of stuff in here. Obviously, we're quite loaded at the minute. We've got all the reconnaissance stuff, which is good. I did pick up some ceramics to take back. I'm thinking the 2 shirts, as they're part of, they need delivering back anyway. So if we want to take materials as well, that's the thing. I think we'll leave the materials for the minute. I don't think there's much point in taking them as well. I'm adding too much weight to us. I need to mess around with my backpack, don't I? Saying that, we haven't got a lot far to go. Is it worth taking some of the materials? If we can attach these all to the suit. The metals may be too much. No, we won't take the metals. I think that's it. I think we're good. I'll assume you guys are saying 3 and I was doing anything. How can you do an accent when he's only typing? No, we don't have to get the rest. I just thought while we're here, I might as well take what we can. But I think we've got enough. We've got the mission we're here for. We've got that. So that's the important part. I think after this we head back to the ship and we rest and shower. And then ready for the next day where we can head out. That's someone's post box there, it is, isn't it?
Now entering Chiral Network coverage.
Right, let's head up. We're good.
Time to shine, Sam.
Right.
We're going to handle this stuff in, head to the ship, shower, sleep. And then we'll head out to the next main mission after that, I think. Should really got an even ground to make this a bit easier, to be fair. Cockerel going off somewhere. That's the only problem with people building stuff and right in your way as well. When this should all be free space, in theory, like post boxes and stuff. They don't need to be there. So this was a submission dump. Yeah, I don't know how you destroy a camp. To be fair, I don't know if doing what we just did is enough. To be fair, it might be. Maybe next time there'll be 2 of them. I don't know. Yeah, as I say, Dave, we spoke about this the other day, and I did say you should just ban him straight away, and then you don't have to worry about it.
Well, retrieved that cargo from those troublemakers, did you? We're all very grateful. Now, let's review the order details.
Let's have a look. We may even get to the 3rd star with that order.
This cargo is in exceptional condition. You are the best.
Good.
I wasn't expecting you to make this delivery as well. Thanks, mate.
Right, I'm hoping 3rd star? Not quite.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
We've increased our porter grade aim assistance. Automatically centers the reticle on enemies within range. I'm not a massive fan of that, to be fair. We're now grade 61 and adept mover still. I still haven't saved, have I?
Bastard's gear now, and it's all thanks to you. With this tech, we should have no trouble whatsoever monitoring and tracking their movements from here. Also, something tells me you've earned the Lone Commander's respect. Call it a hunch, given your more imposing aura. I reckon the Golden Fist and the Island Inventor will be keen to meet with you.
Golden Fist, Island Inventor. So there's two new peoples nearby them by the sounds of it. You seem to like this Lone Commander guy?
You're damn right I do. His skills as a soldier and leader was...
Yeah, I would have just taken out the base as we did is enough.
Like you wouldn't believe. And not just with a rifle either. He once captured an enemy outpost with nothing but his custom handgun for company. If you can find a way to gain his trust, I'm sure he'll have something of value to teach you. But the poor bloke still holds himself responsible for the death of his comrades. Wrongly, in my opinion. The way I see it, if he couldn't save them, then no one could.
The Golden Fist?
He's a combat specialist who used to be stationed at Cape Fort Knott, which was a settlement located to the north of West Fort Knott. Anyway, he was a champion boxer, so he excels at close-range engagements, as one would expect. One time, when he heard a group of trigger-happy arseholes were getting ready to attack Cape Fort Knott, he went out alone and took the lot of them down with his bare hands. I'm honestly not sure how he's getting on these days, but if you could bring him into the Chiral Network, you would gain the support of a powerful ally.
That is someone else to bring in then. The Island Inventor?
Strange sort of fella, if I'm being honest. He set up shop on an island he never leaves, so he could devote himself to his research. If you head north from here, past West Fort Knott, you'll come across a lonely island just off the coast. As for this research, I've only met him once myself, and I couldn't make head nor tail of whatever the hell.
That could be quite interesting to see the adventure and see what he's coming up with, to be fair.
Perhaps you'll have better luck than me if you decide to pay him a visit. Could have gotten a lot worse if you hadn't come along.
Right, we've got a choice. It's just, I think it's morning, so there's no point going to sleep. So maybe we'll just go and do the next mission, although our stamina is blocked because we need to go and sleep. So let's go and sleep in our ship.
Thanks for looking out for us.
And shower and everything else, and then we can head out because our stamina is capped until we rest. And our ship's here, so it's not like we have to go far. And that vehicle will also be repaired while it's here as well. Go to private room. There we go. I didn't hand the resins in. All the stuff we've got on us, I was meant to hand it in, to be fair. Or we could put it in our private locker, which means we can access it anywhere. So when we build something, we've got the materials there to take. That might be a better idea. The food ready, is it? Right, shower being the first thing. Okay. So these new VTs, the Watchers, the ones that actually see you, definitely we've got to be a bit more preemptive with them. The machine gun wasn't very effective, whereas the assault rifle was. And we know 3 blood grenades do the job as well. Okay, I don't know what... sleep till morning. Yeah, sleep till morning. And then we'll eat, drink, speak to Dollman, and we're good to go for the next mission. And I need to save the game as well at some point. What's going on here? I don't know if we're dreaming this or this is real. What's he looking for?
Stupid cat.
That's how Thingy lost his hand then, I'm guessing. That was not the nicest dream, was it? Alright, stamina fully... We wanted the stamina back was the thing. This is why we know you have to sleep to get your stamina back to max. We'll speak to Dollman in a second as well. But yeah, that was weird. Obviously was a dream, luckily. Don't think we can afford to lose a hand, to be honest. Right. Dollman have anything to say?
So in order to survey an area, I have to rely on a very special power. My strength of will, you might say. The requisite focus can be rather exhausting, but I'm happy to grin and bear it since it's for your sake. So, if you deem it necessary, feel free to send me airborne as many times as you like. It won't use up any battery or chiral crystals either. All it requires is that I place my absolute faith in you. Which I do. So don't hesitate to ask for help.
Good to know.
Was that tasty, Sam? Those wandering BTs we encountered, I believe people call them Watchers. A fitting name given their behavior. The way they seem to be eyeing us with such disconcerting intensity. Oof.
Yeah, I think the blood grenades work better against them, to be fair.
They've definitely got some blind spots.
Yeah.
Meaning you might be able to avoid combat by evading detection and sneaking past unnoticed.
I'm not actively trying to avoid them, to be fair. But yeah, I think blood grenades are probably a better option.
Have anything else to say
rather than potentially shooting them, I would say. Right, we're ready to go. I'm not too worried about customizing. Let's just check on Lou quickly. I don't really have a favourite candy. I don't really eat many sweets, to be fair.
It's alright.
You can stop. You're not meant to cry. I think that's enough. We haven't really bothered too much with him, to be fair. Right, let's head on out. And then we'll grab the next mission. We know we've got to go next. But yeah, I don't really have a favourite candy. I don't eat candy. I know your candy to you is different for us. Yeah, sweet-wise, I don't really eat any sweets, to be fair. So I don't really have a favourite. Okay, we need to head back to the government building. We'll grab the mission there. And we'll put all this other stuff in our private locker, I think. Right, mission time. Before we do that, place in private locker. There we go. Private locker, I believe we can access from anywhere. I think. Okay. Liberate the Western Elemental Observatory from the brigands. So we've got to defeat more brigands this time. We just need to take them down, and they're attacking the observatory by the sounds of things. They've been surrounded by an armed group. So we just need to take them down. Favourite drink? Yeah, water. Lucas only Diet Coke. Again, I don't really have a favourite, to be fair. Let's have a look at enhancements here. So we could go for the one that gives us an automatic aim assistance. Not overly keen on that, to be fair. We're 10 away from instant cargo binding, which I'd rather have, I think. So we'll save for the 10. on the enhancements. Do we want another anti-gravity device? If we take off the back protector, we probably would have room. Although, one might be enough for the time being. Right, what do we got? Obviously, we're about to get into, we've got to take down all these armed people, so we're going to be shooting the smoke grenades. Don't think we need much else, to be fair. How are boots? Boots are only 10% damaged. We've got an assault rifle, bolo gun as well for silenced. I think we're in good condition to take them on, to be fair. Let's go. So we don't need to deliver anything here. We just need to take down the brigands that are attacking the observatory. So let's have a quick look at this. Nothing in there. I didn't. Climbing anchor. We cover 5 Oz diaries. So if we ever head back, that might be worth doing. But we're not going to be heading back. It's fine. Right. So we are currently here, and we are basically a straight ride. To be fair, the water's going to be the problem, and then we've just got to try and get close, probably silent if we can, and take down the brigands out there. I suppose our biggest thing is get to the water first and then work out our best way across once we're at the water. I know someone's already built a bridge there, I can see it. Which, as I say, it's annoying when there's already bridges and stuff built, because it means you don't do it yourself. I won't watch it live. We'll watch it Sunday. Crazy Iceman. No worries, Dave. Thank you for dropping by. Much appreciated, Dave. And hopefully we'll talk to you again soon. Thanks, Dave.
Did you notice that sign, Sam? I think someone might need help.
There's loads of signs that want people to do stuff.
If we have time. And when we in turn need assistance, we can always build a sign of our own.
One thing I've noticed on this so far, there's no roads. There's no road pavers or anything. I don't really want to use someone else's bridge, but I don't think we've got much choice. Obviously, we could just make our own.
Now leaving Chiral Network coverage.
I was trying to press like, but it wouldn't let us. Oh, what's over here? Oh, they're all the diaries that need collecting for the government. Well, there we go. We can see the brigands are there now. So yeah, there's brigands over there. There's one up there as well by the looks of things. There's a grunt. Again, we do have a sniper rifle. So I don't know if that's worth using here. We don't know how many there are just yet. So there's one there. I can't zoom in any further. There's one. Is there one? Is that someone up there? Is that a searchlight?
This must be their territory.
I think we try and be quiet. I think would be the option here. Bolo gun might be the way forward. We have used the bolo gun previously in the first game, to be fair. Right, let's have a look. It's not knowing how many there are, that's the thing. There's lots of materials around. Is that someone up there? I think there is someone up there, you know.
There we go. Get out of my way.
There's one there. I think I'm too far away, to be fair. I don't know if this is going to be too far away to do this. I think I missed him. I don't know if I'm... Yeah, I'm too far away, I would say. Looking at that. There's one in the watchtower as well. That's one we've got to watch out for. I hit the rocks instead. Okay, I've got the one that's in the watchtower down. The other guy is struggling. You need to get him round the neck if you want it to incapacitate them properly. It does make a thud if it does it properly. I can't quite get a headshot, I don't think, here. I'm still struggling with it. Come on. I think he's out, and I can't get a headshot on him to take him down. But yeah, the one in the tower, I believe, is down. Right, there's one running around over there. Again, if this, I think the time to fire is when it goes red. If it's not red, don't fire. Right, smooth spot. If we have to open fire with normal weapons, we will do, but I'm trying not to if we can avoid it. He's moved away. Head into the long grass for a second. I don't know whether I should just open fire, you know. He's dumping his mate off from the tower. He just dumped his mate out of the tower, I think, there. Can't get him while he's on the ladder. Where are they going? I missed. I think he's just taken the body with him, to be fair. We've still not been seen, though. Okay. There's one to our right. There's still several around. Part of me thinks should we just start shooting them, to be fair. I'm not in a position to actually... I think we've taken one down with the bolo and that's it. Hang on. There's a guy there. He's not incapacitated though. I think there he is. He's a headshot. So it does make a different noise when you get headshots. He's now down. There's a guy there as well now. Headshot straight away. He's down. I think he might just be trying to work his way through the base and take them down that way. We can shoot before they see us. At least that gives us that advantage. There's still quite a few of them, isn't there? There's one there. Can't quite get the right shot though. Yeah, it won't go red because I can't get. It won't hit through there. We haven't got any other silenced weapons, have we? That's the problem. The Voidout gun's the only silenced weapon we have. I've just been seen. Or potentially seen anyway. He's down. This other guy's going to be coming in a second. As soon as he comes around this corner, we need to take him down. You've been seen now. He's down. They know we're here now, though. Right, change gun. We don't need to worry about making noise anymore. He's down. So you see. Have one down. It's him down as well. I think that's everyone. They're all down. We can now report in. Yeah, railings was stopping us from taking some down silently. But that is job done. Damage taken by Sam 10%. That wasn't too bad.
You a porter?
I don't know if we should have gone and grabbed all their materials or not, but we got it done. That's the main thing.
This is a relief. I was beginning to think I was done for. Give me a moment to confirm the order details.
I do prefer the assault rifle, I think, to most of the other stuff.
Didn't think anyone could find
Voidout gun was pretty good, but you've got to make sure there's nothing in the way like the railings, like you say. But yeah, 100% or less was the target. Wow. Well, that should be enough to get them to 1 star. There we go, which connects them to the network. And it's not like this is too far away from the government building, to be fair.
Quickly now. I'll feel a lot safer once we're all hooked up.
New strand established. We now have the Western Environmental Observatory with Peter Gates as our go-to man. And to be fair, we've got a nice little area now that we've all got back onto the network. Our ship's followed us here as well. It's quite a nice area there, to be fair. It's all back on. We've got a battle skeleton level 1. An active skeleton designed for the combat, uses battery to increase movement speed when boosting and to reduce damage from incoming projectiles. These are suits. They were in the first game, to be fair. There is a better one. I never used the battle skeletons before. I think I used the movers skeleton, which means you can carry more stuff last time. But we can now make a battle skeleton level 1 if we wanted to. It does allow you to carry an extra 60 kilograms, which is not a bad shout, plus reduced damage. But it uses battery. And oh, that was that the same? No, silver level 1. And a gold level 1 as well. Okay. Oh, so they're different colours, basically. We've also got a new pistol. It's a grenade pistol. Fires shell grenades effective against any target. The grenades explode and impact damage on enemies caught in the blast. Can be stored in the handgun holster. So different to use, I suppose. MP grenade. A hand grenade designed using MP technology, making it effective with any target. Again, another weapon maybe we won't use as much. Firmware update, another 20 going in the firmware. And we've gained 2 more levels, so we're now grade 63, but we're still an adept mover. I still haven't saved it since I said a little while back.
Online at long last.
I keep saying I'll save it in a minute, I never do.
Our ability to monitor chiralium levels by the plate gate, as well as keep an eye on the tar currents. More accurate data will definitely make travel safer for you and your friends aboard the DHV Magellan too. Ever since the plate gate appeared, we've been seeing increasingly dramatic anomalies all throughout the Australian continent. Some theorise that the UCA's connection to the Chiral Network destabilised all areas with our coverage.
That's what we are finding.
But what's done is done, though.
The coverage is good, but bad for others.
And connect Australia too. It may also serve you to know that there are 4 environmental observatories, including this one.
Okay.
If you can bring them all onto the network, we're confident we'll be able to calculate where and when the next plate gate will appear. Anyway, you should already have...
That would be handy to know where the next one will appear, to be fair.
Now, we could only manage to get that old road patched.
Old road. Okay, that means there should be a road we can fix and make for the first time. What kind of data was provided?
Well, there's our schematic for an MP shell variant grenade. MP shells explode on impact, and are non-lethal munitions that can not only incapacitate humans, but also deal corrosive damage to mechs. And while they're not as effective as blood grenades, they can definitely hurt BTs.
But they're not as effective as blood grenades, though.
You might want to keep a few stashed in your grenade pouch at all times. We've also shared data for a grenade pistol. While it's only good for a few shots, this gun lets you fire MP shell grenades as projectiles.
I think that might be a good idea to have, to be fair.
Cargo and won't get in the way. Naturally, it'll fit snugly into any handgun holster as well. Our last contribution is...
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Crazy Irishman.
Like other skeletons you may have used, it increases your maximum carrying capacity and movement speed. This particular model also provides additional protection. However, when you boost it to move faster, or whenever you benefit from its damage reduction capabilities, it'll consume battery power, so make sure you have enough to spare. If you find yourself running low while on the road, you'll need to use a generator, or borrow a private room somewhere to recharge. You ought to take one out for a spin.
Okay, so there used to be a road?
It once ran through this region. Saw quite a lot of traffic from what I hear. If you scrounged up enough materials to keep the autopaver fed, you could make it just like it was back in the old days. But it's not like we have everything you need just lying around. Restoring roads is a massive undertaking, to put it mildly. Having said all that, east of this facility, you'll find the Smoke Hill mine. Get them operational and processing ores again, and you should have no trouble securing the requisite materials. I've posted a sub-order for this task, so...
There's a sub-order now for the task, it's quite handy.
We can't thank you enough, Sam. Before you go, you've been getting a lot of praise for all your hard work. And in recognition of this, it seems you've been officially cleared to take on standard orders. Between the harsh conditions and the violent outlaws, There are fewer and fewer folks willing to serve as porters these days. But there's no shortage of people who need help. So I encourage you to take a look if you're interested.
We always do every mission we possibly can.
Available requests by bringing up the list via your ring terminal. You'll find a new suborder too. We need someone to restore the mine. Bet you could benefit from having it operational as well.
There's a few things extra we can now go and do by the looks of things.
Best wishes and safe travels to you, my friend.
That's some good work, Sam. The DHV Magellan's parked not too far from your position. You'll be able to pick up your next order.
Next order's from the ship.
But before that, you should head back to your room and rest up.
Might do the mine first.
Both pretty tired. You and Omen.
We just rested before this one.
Order completed. Well done.
Okay, let's have a look at the terminal. I actually want the main mission is to go back to our room, to be fair. Standard order, if you achieve the highest possible evaluation for a standard order, you'll receive one of the following additional elevations, depending on the difficult setting for your playthrough. Legend, Legend of Legends, or Legend of Legends of Legends. Note that you will not receive an additional evaluation when on the story difficulty level. Okay. So that, the standard order there, that's breakable. Deliver an encryption device used by the brigands. We've got to deliver that back to the government base. And then there's a mine to go and get back to normal over there. Okay. So the mine seems doable. All we'll do is deliver special alloys, 480 of them, to the mine, according to that. It's an easy ride quickly back to the government building, isn't it, is what I'm thinking. Is it worth grabbing the breakable cargo? There's also another aid mission on the way back. And it's a 5-minute journey on the bike. Although we need to go back and get our bike, to be fair. Let's do that, the standard order first. I think we can get that back quite quickly. I know main story-wise it wants us to go to sleep on the ship, but because there's other things to do, I'd rather keep things moving for the minute. Yeah. So we're going to put that in our backpack. There's a couple of things we can do now. Enhancements. We wanted the cargo binding in case we do fall over. And then we knew, although the bolo gun will be restored, and so will the assault rifle once we rest, to be fair. Now, there is now a couple of new things. So we've got new grenades. The grenade pistol, which is here, is brand new. I mean, I think having that instead of the machine pistol makes sense. At least it's not taking up any grenade pouch slots either. That's the thing. So I'm walking and just delivering this from point A to the whole game. Good morning, Manuel. Manuel. I'm not too sure you say that. Good morning. How are you? It's people called it a walking simulator for the first game, and then when you get vehicles, it's no longer walking. There's quite a bit of story. There's quite a bit of fighting, shooting, and trying to survive in the game as well. And the story itself is really, really interesting and really keeps you engaged. I kind of think people that call it a walking simulator, people that have played 5 minutes of it and that's it, and don't actually understand the game, I would say, personally. So let's make the grenade pistol. We have the resources here. And I'm thinking the battle skeleton level 1, a normal colour one as well, because that will means we can carry more things. So we fabricate both of those. I want that in our handgun holster. Obviously we need to equip the skeleton. There we go. Now the pistol we've moved, I want to place that in our private locker ideally. So private lockers don't seem to be shared. It's only in one place, it seems. Annoyingly. I was hoping it would be shared, but it's not. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to go and grab the aid request for the government building. Go back and find our trike as well.
Thank you.
Because our trike is obviously around somewhere. What is that? Is that our ship? Might be actually. So all these materials that are laying around outside, there's loads of them. And that's from all the people, the brigands we just took down, isn't it? Right. Is that ours or is that... No, that's Master Carrier, someone else. We need to go and find where we left our bike, to be fair. Do we need a spare blood bag? Probably not. Chemicals. There's loads of materials laying around after the fight. There's the road it's on about fixing up. That road would take us straight back to the government building, wouldn't it, I think? Let's just go and have a quick look at that. I think that will take us back to the government building if it was all fixed and working. It should be a really good road to have up and running, actually, to be fair. That might be worth trying to get fixed. Just because of what we gained from it. Where's the paver?
Nice. The trail.
Yeah, look at the road goes a long way, to be fair. Where's the... It looks like it's already partly built, doesn't it? There's normally a paver all the way over there, but not over here. But it looks like other people may have built it anyway. Right, our bike's over there. We got a new message just pop up. But yeah, anyone who calls it Walker Simulator, I think of people that haven't played it themselves, personally. This is a tough one. A passive advisor of a brigand-specific VR training program. And Gary Chow was checking to make sure it booted up properly. I've got to say, it was no joke. I can't believe we fight against blokes like these, Sam. Top stuff. That's Tarman appreciating how we fight. Right, our bike, I think, is over this way. And then we also want these old diaries over here. There's our bike.
One path is definitely the way to go.
Yeah, I wonder if that road's been built by other people, hence why it's there and showing up as it is. Okay, old diary. Is that all of them? Yeah, all 5 diaries now picked up. As I say, our bike is here. Yeah, I think the road's been built for us. This is where the game being always online and other people being able to build things, it kind of goes against us a little bit. Because we then don't have to do as much. Obviously we don't have to use their stuff, but it's there, isn't it? We still need to check to see what else this needs, but it looks like it's fully built. Let's stop at the paver here. And go and have a quick look at what else it needs, but I think we'll find it's fully done. So it's only level 1, but it doesn't need anything. We can repair the road over time, but yeah, someone else has built it. Hence the road's already being done. And this is the only bit of the game that I'm unsure of, is when you've got things like this, because it makes your life so much easier. Well, I don't always necessarily agree that's a good thing. Right, where's the government building from here? We've got a custom marker there for some reason. That's good. That's the base there. So we're going to hand in what the missions we've got, the materials on us now. And then it's more handed in for the government base. That may even gain another level with them. And then we've got the mine to go and get up and running as well. And then potentially we stop and rest then. But I just think we might as well make hay while the sun shines effectively. And get as much done as we can. So the fragile materials we've brought across should be 100% as well. And then plus the diaries on top. So deliver and report. The breakable cargo, no damage, and then the 5 discarded old Oz diaries as well. They're all here. That should gain us quite a bit, to be fair, with the government base. And then I reckon we go and get the mine up and running before we even go back to the ship.
Hey there. Thanks for stopping by. Let me just take a look at our active orders.
There we go. Legend of Legends. Standard Porter trophy achieved.
Thank you. We'd given up all hope of ever seeing this. I'm so glad he managed to bring it in.
We get the 3 stars? We did get the 3 stars. Perfect. We should get an upgrade then, I think.
I'd say it's about time I gave you this.
Large spare ammo container. Okay. So we can carry more ammo if we put that on our back. I don't know where it's going to go, to be fair. Gain 15 more firmware. And our bandwidth has increased as well. And materials have increased.
Don't hold back on our account.
I know in the first game, that's our first Legend of Legends ×1 there. In the first game, you were encouraged to try and get 5 stars in every place. A new porter upgrade, a new enhancement. Skeleton auto assist makes it harder for Sam to lose his balance when the skeleton is equipped. That's quite good. We're now grade 65 and still an adept move. I've still not saved the game either.
Design of the spare ammo container and create a version with a much bigger capacity. That's not an overstatement. It'll let you carry a lot more ammunition.
A lot more.
You don't have to bring so many weapons and can rely on just a few favourites.
I'm thinking we do carry too many weapons at times. The assault rifle needs more ammunition, to be honest.
Well done.
Okay. What have you got? Where's that going? Okay, so he actually wants us to take some breakable cargo back with us. Because we want to head back to the environmental observatory anyway to grab the mission for the mine. So we've got to go back. And with that we can take this standard order with us, which is a cargo that can be easily damaged. It's fragile. So that's easy enough to take with us. Now, APAS enhancements, we've gained a new one for our skeleton. Is there. We need 40 though, so we need a 15 for that. Backpack customization. I don't know where it will go. To a large... I don't know if you can put things over the top of other things, that's the problem. Okay, we'll lose back protector, grenade pouch. I don't mind losing the grenade protector, to be fair. I don't mind losing the protection. And we'll take the other one off anyway. Yeah. So let's take off the back protection. Although, let's actually take that one off first. Recycle. And then, it's because it's so big, isn't it? Can't go any higher than that. I'm just thinking whether we could put it elsewhere. Let's remove that for the minute. Yeah. I don't think you can put anything near it, can you, either? Like, these can't go... Oh, they can go alongside it. Hang on a second, then. Trying to see where we can fit everything, to be fair. I don't know if it will fit at the bottom there. No, we can't get it in there. But we can take another of those if we wanted to. So that means that everything is lighter that we carry. There we go. So we'll... Yeah, recycle materials. So it means we can now carry more because it doesn't feel as heavy anymore. I don't need to adjust any cargoes. Yeah. Done. There we go. All we're going to do now, though, is head back to the observatory, and then we can grab the next mission from there whilst handing this in along the way.
Thank you.
The only thing to check is there any aid requests that we can do on the way? Lone Commander wants a hanging there. Please rebuild the roads. So that's the paver there we need to go and have a look at on the way out of the observatory, to be fair. Okay, we'll have a look at that after we've been back to the observatory then. Yeah, the road being built, it's one of those, I don't quite know what to do in terms of... Hang on. What was that? Oh, an assault rifle. So I just saw something drop and wonder what it was then for a minute. I don't know whether it's one of those things we should turn off so we don't get other people doing things or not. It is part of the game though, it's the whole point of helping others is to do with the aid and all the other stuff like that. But it's when the roads and stuff are done for you. Does make your journey a little bit quicker though, to be fair. Although if there's an aid request for the road paver over to the right hand side, it means it still needs doing. Yeah, that one there does need materials. I'm not too sure what it needs. But there's loads of materials here, that's the thing. From all the brigands we defeated, there's loads of materials laying around, so we could probably go and grab those if we needed to. Right, let's hand these in. This is the breakable cargo. I don't think we'll gain another star from this, but we'll gain something.
Oh, hey, it's you. Always looking out for us.
I wonder when we're going to get a new vehicle, to be fair. They're trying quite a while now. Legend of Legends. It's not difficult when you just use the road to go back and forth, to be fair. Will it get us a second star? It will get us a second star. Okay, so we're going to have some upgrades then.
I have a feeling this data will be of use to
Electric shock absorber. So when they throw their electric staffs, if this is on our back, we will absorb the damage. And we can use it to recharge our own battery as well. Number 15 for the firmware. And 120 for bandwidth.
We're increasing your allocation of materials.
More materials too.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
One level up, 66 now is our grade. Still an adept mover. Still haven't saved the game either.
Shock absorber you can attach to your backpack. While equipped, It'll reduce the damage you suffer when struck by...
Sounds like
electrical
something
attacks.
pretty good to have, to be
Even
fair.
better, it'll also harness some of the juice to recharge your batteries. Goes without saying, that could come in very handy. Be sure to give it a try sometime.
Yeah, it definitely does sound something that would be handy. Right, let's give it a save while I actually think about it. I know we've got, what we got, half an hour, 35 minutes left? I've been saying I'll save it for ages and still haven't. There we go. Right, let's see what... This should be... I think the mine mission here is the one we want to pick up. So restore the mine. We need to take... It's quite a distance, actually, to be fair, that mine. Special alloys, 408 is extra large as well. We kind of just want to head straight there, don't we, really? Backpack. I don't know how big this will be. Let's have a quick look to see how big this is. It's massive. Yeah, we'll never be able to... We can't have everything else if we fit it. Hang on, why is the back protector back on there? Is it, why did it not save our last one? We changed all this, didn't we? Remove. We changed this. I don't understand why it didn't stay. And then because we moved the grenade pouches, didn't we? And then, do we have a second anti-gravity device? Did we leave it? We left it like that. Yeah, that's got nowhere to go. So yeah, that's how we want it. Recycled materials. I saved it this time. For some reason it didn't save it last time, I don't know why. I did think about a second anti-gravity, to be fair.
Order accepted. Thank you.
Right, we also want to go and check out the road and see what that needs. As I say, there's loads of materials around us we can just go and pick up if we need to. So we'll head to the road paver first, see what it needs. Because as I say, we might be able to pick all that up really quickly. And then we're going to head to the mine. So that's where the road ends there, because it needs more materials over here. Right, let's see what it needs. Uh, 300 crystals and 160 ceramics. I can give it the crystals now, to be fair. We have enough. There you go, 300 crystals. And then it's just 160 ceramics needed. Did I have a second one on what you didn't say? Okay, we'll have to put a second one on again in a minute. Okay, the only thing is we need ceramics now. I know there's loads of stuff laying on the floor over there, but I don't know how much of it is ceramics. Right, where are we heading for this mine is the question. So we want to be going over the water, to be fair. Probably on the road. We probably should follow the road first. That way. Back over here, and then around this bit, and then up to get to the mine. Obviously, we don't need to engage them if we don't need to. That seems like our best route. So we follow the road back that way, and then skirt along the bottom there near the water, and then go up from there. tar guard. Oh, there's 40 ceramics there. We got metals, chemicals, resins. I wonder if it's worth doing. Oh, we could go and get the. It was 160, wasn't it? Have we got enough in here to take them out? Because we might as well get the paver done now. It's another submission, aid mission. We might as well get it done. We just need to take out. Right. Clay materials. We want 160 ceramics. There we go. So all we're going to do there is drive back to the road bit, put that in, and that's the road built, and that's at least our contribution to a road being built done. Because I don't want to miss doing some of the roads because other people have done them. So if we've got the chance to do one, I think we should. And then we've got the mine to do after that.
Okay.
Okay, hand in the ceramics. And as I say, that should be another road complete. 160 ceramics. At least we've done our bit then. That's the first road we've actually been able to see built ourselves. There we go. We've done our bit. There are going to be more pavers along the way that will need more materials. Road Restorer trophy achieved though. New message in SSS. The freedom of the road. Sam, you built the road, thank you. Did you know that roads have the charging band in the middle? Batteries won't be drained if you drive along that part. Make good use of these. You can drive for miles without stopping. Here we go. We've done our part. Okay, we are heading back to across the river basically, aren't we? There we go. So we will use the road to do so, I think. As we're heading for the mine. So I think we go follow the road to the end of the road. And there'll probably be another request at the end of the road for another paver, which will need more materials, but we can skirt along the bottom by the water, I'm hoping, and then we can get towards the mine that way. So this bit here isn't on the grid. So according to we're here now, according to that, it's not on the power grid anymore, which is weird. I've also got a marker here that I need to remove.
Route creation. Delivery route finalized.
There we go. So yeah, we're going to jump off over here and then head this way, is my hope. It is starting to get dark, so I don't know if that means BTs. So it might be something we need to think about. Right, this is the end of the road here. I want to go this way. We're going to get this mine back up and running. I want to try and avoid brigands if we can. Right, that's the mine there. We're going to navigate our way through these rocks first. Let's have a quick look. So, there is a route straight through here potentially. It does look like there is a route. There is, we may be able to use it. Again, if possible, I want to stay away from Western Observatory. Don't go that way. The Brigands, if we can. Yeah, mine is there. Just straight ahead, and we should be there. To be fair. This might turn out to be a bit easier than we expected, to be honest. The only concern is obviously it's night time, so there'll be BTs around. There's a lot of crystals around, isn't there, here? See all that beryllium in the tar there. It's a bit, gotta be a bit careful around here, I think.
Stretch my legs.
Right. Is this it? Have I not got... Hang on. Is this the mine terminal? It is the mine terminal. We're still mining facility. We've got the materials. We do have enough materials. That should be the mine back up and running then. I don't know where the road takes you, to be fair. It will probably just keep going to another base. I would assume, once you keep building it. We'll find the next paver, essentially. There we go. Smoke Hill Mine is restored.
The mine's up and running again. Time to inform the staff at the Western Environmental Observatory.
Okay, we need to head back to the observatory then and let them know it's up and running.
When we first arrived, you may have seen a sign requesting assistance with road restoration.
We did it.
Since we're here, why don't we mine a little? That way we might obtain the necessary materials to finish the job.
How do we mine? So Doleman's telling us to mine, but I don't quite know how that works. Is there something we need to do here, maybe? Ah, okay. You can mine for materials. Interesting. Once the necessary materials have been contributed, mining will begin and more materials will be produced. So for mining these 800, and it will give us 960 ceramics. We will get 800 chiral crystals. Okay. And we can upgrade it with special alloys. Do we want 960 ceramics? I haven't seen a paver that wants that the amount of ceramics, to be fair. Let's have a quick check on the aid requests. They're outside the current area. 2 plate gate fragments. Climbing anchor. Yeah, no, there's nothing there that I've seen. There's obviously other people's requests. Bringing a weapon. So we kind of ignore all the weapon ones, to be fair. It's everyone saying the same thing, I think. Yeah, I don't think we need the ceramics. Otherwise, that would be quite handy to do, to be fair. What we need to find is the next paver. Because that would give us, essentially, a road this way. Because this road finishes here. So there must be a paver somewhere that we need to activate and get fixed. I don't know how pavers are done. I don't know if there's certain things need activating for them to show up. I'm not sure. But you'd expect there to be a paver running from here to here. Somehow. Yeah, I'm not too sure how that works. So that's fully upgraded. Again, there's no road going here either. But I've not seen an auto paver to do it. But yeah, so we could mine if we wanted to use our crystals, but I don't think it's worth what we gain from it. On the corner of that road was a paver. Was it? On which one? There's a paver here. That's fully upgraded. That's a generator, it's not a paver. Watchtower. Yeah, there's no more pavers here. Or down here either. There's generators, just not pavers. I'm not sure if there's another way of showing up. Switch map info. Doesn't do anything. Yeah, there's no paver anywhere around here. Otherwise, we could start helping it. You can't build them though. I don't think. I've not seen one in a PCC that can be built. To be fair. Where are we stuck? Right, we need to head back to the observatory. If there's anything to go back there on the way, we'll try and grab it. There's vitals analyzer over here to grab. But yeah, I'm not sure where the next paver... You'd think it'd be at the end of the road that stopped. You'd think there'd be another paver there, wouldn't you? Or maybe certain things need to be a certain level first. Yeah, I wonder if things have to be a certain star level first, so like the base. Because you can only see roads after a certain point, so I wonder if the observatory needs to be a higher level. Is that on the other side of the water, isn't it? Right, something else here to take back to the observatory. But there's two here. So yeah, I wonder if increasing star level then shows up the actual pavers. Because we couldn't see the road until we got to the observatory done. So I do wonder if that's the case. You have to wait to a certain star level with the nearest point. Then maybe they don't show up then. Because we didn't have this one show up until after we'd gone and got the first star for the observatory. So I do wonder if that's the case. Like the paver we did over there, it did some more roads. I didn't see another paver. So it could be linked to star level, which would make sense, wouldn't it? That's the thing. But yeah, I don't think a PCC places them. As far as I'm aware, it doesn't. I need to hand these in and also tell them the mine is up and running. So the mine and then 3 orders we've just picked up on the way. Main story-wise, we need to go back to Magellan and go to sleep. So that's what we'll do next.
Glad you could make it all the way out, Sam. Right then, let's have a look at this order.
There we go.
Restoration, did you?
Have we got enough to get another star level? Because that will answer the question for us. No, it won't be. Oh no, will we? 3 stars. There we go. So now will we see more pavers? Battle skeleton level 2. We're currently using level 1. I have to swap ours out and get the level 2 one then. Silver and a gold. It's just the colour of them. We get another 15 firmware. 120 more connection.
We're increasing your allocation of materials.
And lots more resources.
Hope it makes your life easier.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Wow, we gained something there. We've now increased our porter grade to 81, and we're now an expert mover level 2. We also gained an enhancement. An emergency vehicle charger allows vehicles to be charged in Sam's battery. And the one timefall generator uses timefall to recharge Sam's battery. That's quite a good one. Provides a warning when attempting to build a structure in a flood-prone area. There we go.
When operational, the mines can provide us with a steady supply of natural resources. And with raw materials like that at your disposal, you'd have an easier time making deliveries. It's a good reason to restore any other mines you happen to.
So there might be more mines along the way that we need to restore.
Oh yeah. North of here are some much bigger mines even. Used to be you could find active mines scattered all throughout the continent. Because of the gold rushes, you know.
Of course, there was a gold rush, weren't there, in Australia?
Extensive before the death stranding. And unmanned trains filled to the brim with precious minerals ran.
People still out in Australia in the actual in the bush, still looking for gold.
Something of a successor to the old railways. If you head north, you can see it for yourself.
Okay.
This is a schematic for an enhanced battle skeleton. As you'll see, damage reduction has been improved along with battery efficiency. And when you carry it as cargo, it even occupies less space than before. Its increased power output also allows you to shift loads with greater ease than ever. With all those benefits, you're bound to be a fan. Our research into other technologies continues. With your help, we can accomplish...
This is why you've got to get them to 5-star in every area, because that way you get all the upgrades.
Order completed. Well done.
Okay. So we have battle skeleton level 1, level 2. That's a normal level 2 battle skeleton. Let's make that then. And it will equip it. So make sure our backpack is as it should. I was going to put another one on, weren't we? Shows we can fit more grenade pouches if we wanted to. Yeah, there's still room for something on the bottom if we need it. Job done. Where did the other skeleton go? Because obviously that can be recycled. There, okay. Quickly recycle that while we're here, and then we need to head back to Magellan anyway. There's no missions here either. It even says there's nothing there. There's no point keeping it, so we'll recycle it. Right, job done. Yeah. So it did say main mission is to go back to the Magellan and go to sleep. We've got about 10 minutes left, so we'll be able to play out a bit more of the main story, I think. Because there must be a reason they want us to go to sleep.
I don't know about you, but I'm exhausted. Perhaps we could take a break?
There we go. Get ourselves sorted and then we'll see where we're going next. But at least now the story can move on a little bit as well. I think we did quite good against the Brigands so far. Obviously Bowler going to need to be more accurate with it. I can hear waves. So Sam's sister.
Talking in your sleep.
kept repeating the name Amelie.
Amelie. So Amelie was Sam's sister. That's from the first game.
Sam, Tarman here. I'd like to brief you on this next order of yours. Once you're ready to head out, access the delivery terminal on the DHV Magellan to proceed.
Okay, we've got to take the main order. Obviously, we use showers, we always do. Whenever we've been out, it's always best to shower. It heals the sunburn that we don't know is having, but also it gives you chiral crystals as well for the dirt you've got on you. And now we've got another level with the observatory. We need to have a look see if there's any more pavers that we can now see that weren't there originally. Okay. There we are. So, originally there were no more pavers that we could see. Are there any more now appeared? Doesn't look like it, actually. There's a post box there, but that's not a paver. Where else? A road's got to be going this way, hasn't it? Somewhere. There's obviously somewhere over this way the road's heading. I just don't know where. But yeah, I can't see any more on the map as it stands. Okay. I don't think we've got time to start the next mission, have we? That's the downside. I think this may be the ideal place to stop because we're in a space ready to take on whatever's next. We don't quite know what it is just yet. So this might be the ideal place to pause, as we are just about out of time anyway. Another message. Oh, they've blocked us from... I don't know, it was me looking at the wrong thing. Okay. This is a new one. The first step to filling our dream. We've hooked up to the network and the contamination's a lot better already. With nothing but gratitude for Drawbridge, where we'll ever be a united country again. Well, that depends on the people. We've taken the first step. I'm looking forward to seeing more facilities joining the network. And then use an ammo container to carry more bullets. Kind of know what that's for. That's all good. I think we sleep till morning. Where are we? I can't see myself on the map for some reason. We want to sleep till morning anyway, and then I think that's where we should stop because we're going to be out of time to pick up this next mission. I do need to talk about next week a little bit because things are a bit all over the place at the minute with different things going on. So I think we stop there. We've connected a few different places to the network in Australia, and we need to... Why does they sleep till morning? It should be morning already. Doesn't give me... Normally it gives 10:30, I think, isn't it? Yeah. As I say, that is us out of time for today. Unfortunately, that's 3.5 hours. It does go very, very quickly. So, to quickly talk about next week, will be back on Monday morning with Death Stranding as it stands. Now, I've got another hospital appointment on Wednesday, so there won't be a stream on Wednesday, but we also have a other situation with Assassin's Creed. So Assassin's Creed Shadows dropped an update yesterday or the day before, where there's now a new quest line and a new character to recruit. obviously we want to have a look at that as soon as we can. So next week, I think we're going to have to split this up quite badly. So potentially Monday, Friday, Death Stranding, Tuesday, Assassin's Creed, and Thursday, Roadcraft, potentially. That's kind of where I'm thinking at the minute, but let me know what you guys think as well. But I think that might be our best option, to be honest. Just trying to fit everything in as best we can. But another fantastic stream. We've made good progress in Australia. We fought some brigands, which went really well. We actually had our own Voidout as well. We don't quite know how that's going to play out story-wise, but we actually created a Voidout accidentally as well. But that is us. A massive thank you to you guys. Thank you for the likes, the comments, the views, and the conversation. Enjoy the rest of your day. Crazy Iceman, thank you very much. Much appreciated. Have a good weekend. Yeah, no worries. It's all good, Crazy Iceman. Life comes first, remember. Life comes first. Right, thank you very much. Enjoy your weekend, and we'll see you in a live stream very soon. Schedule out on Sunday, 1 PM GMT for the video, 8 PM GMT for the community post. Check those out on Sunday. Have a good one, and we'll see you very soon. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.